This is for the ones who were raised on gasoline dreams, for the lug nuts holding tight to the wild red line scenes, for the families, the drivers, the wrench turning crews, for the chrome, the smoke, and the ones who refuse to lose. Where horsepower meets heart, yeah, that's who we are. We're a culture, we're a brotherhood, we are rolling motor fire. Build not borrowed, that's the creed written deep in our veins. We turn busted cars into legends and rust into fame. From late night garage grind to race day stadium roars, every scar on our knuckles unlocked 1,000 doors. We don't back down, we don't break, we don't fold. Every ride we build tells a story worth gold. This is for the ones who were raised on gasoline trains, for the lug nuts holding tight to the wild red line scenes, for the families, the drivers, the wrench turning crews, for the chrome, the smoke, and the ones who refuse to lose. Where horsepower meets heart, yeah, that's who we are. We're a culture, we're a brotherhood, we are rolling motor fire. Here's to the nights when the world said slow down, but the engine said no and we stood our ground. To the ones who grew up rich and when the rest took the easy way, we found our path in the piston noise and we'll ride it every day. Pedal to the metal, this is where we belong. Cars, trucks, monster trucks, loud and strong. Passion, pride, lug nuts, side by side. If you love what you drive, then ride, ride, ride. This is for the legends that started in dusty garages, for the kids who chase dreams through the scars and collages, for the racers who gave everything without fail, and the fans who stand proud when the engines wail. Where horsepower meets heart, yeah, this ain't a phase. It's our passion, our culture, and we'll live it to the grave. Pedal to the metal, forever in our veins. So look out, we're only getting louder from here. Nothing built strong was ever built out of fear. The road is wide open and the fire won't slow, because this isn't a hobby, this is the only life we know. Pedal down, heads high, we're not done. Pedal down, heads high, pedal down. Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines. You're listening to Pedal to the Metal, Motors and Music, the show where horsepower, stories, and great music come together. From beautiful collector classics to fire-breathing race cars to the ground-shaking thunder of monster trucks, this is where the world of motors meets the power of music. So strap in tight, fire up, and grab your favorite cold drink, because a ride is about to begin. And now, here's your host, Roller.
Hey. That's it. Hey. Hey guys, how you doing? How you doing? What's going on out there? What's going on out there? How y'all doing? Man, it's good to see you guys, man. Good to see you. What's up in the house? How you guys up in the mezzanine doing? You good? You got everything you need? Right on. How's the people in the cheap seats? Good. I'm glad you're here. There's the beer garden rowdies in the house. What's up, gang? How you been? Good to see you. Thank you very much, guys. Really, no, really. Just come on. Let's calm down a little bit. Let's calm down. Once again, I'm just the host. You know, just roller. That's all I am. Just roller. My cousin Debbie's already sending me cheers. I mean, she already wants me to start drinking. I guess I should have had some R&R. All right, let's just bring it down a little bit. Let's just bring her down right there. Come on now. Good job. Thank you guys. I appreciate you guys tuning in tonight, man. Hey, guys, we're gonna do the show. We've had some really bad storms out here at Casa de Roller, and I think they're all done. But man, it's messing with a lot of things. So if something happens and it starts pixelating real bad or something like that, type in there and let me know if you would. Just let me know. Hey, uh, it's not doing too good, or the picture's fuzzy, or we can't understand you. And if it gets too bad, we'll just have to discontinue the show. I've already called Riley and told her. But so far, I'm looking here. Hello, Robert Haas, my brother from another mother. Anyway, I had a great day, sir. Thank you for asking. I hope your day was blessed also, my friend. But anyway, and Robert, we need to call and talk to each other, man. We ain't conversated in a while. I just want to know how you and Mrs. Haas are doing, and all the baby Hosses. So we need to conversate right there. Hello, Kevin Dickey. How are you, my friend? Good to see you on here. But anyway, guys, tonight we have Riley Behr on, and she is one of the ladies that is really into the auction scene here in Colorado. She does a lot of benefits, a lot of galas. I work with her every Tuesday. And hello, Darcel. How are you? Good to see you on here. It's been a long time. And anyway, you know, I work with her on Tuesday, and I have dubbed her my little sister. I just love this young lady so much. I really do. She is just a bright spot in my Tuesdays every day. We just have such a good time. She'll be over there working, and all of a sudden, in the middle of the lane between the cars, a chair appears, or maybe a trash can or something like that, and she doesn't understand how it gets there. And anyway, I'll be out of town this weekend, Robert. I gotta go to Sioux Falls, South Dakota for a classic car auction. But I will be home on Sunday. My plane lands like at 10 o'clock, so I will be home Sunday afternoon. If you guys want to call, if you want to call, we can talk then. But we'll get together soon, my friend, for sure. But anyway, getting back to Riley, we have such a good time, and she's on the association board. She's really trying to make a difference. She's young. She has a fire in her step. She's a force to be reckoned with. I'll guarantee you that right now. And then we also have her sister on the 12th, Haley, and I look forward to that interview too. So, and they're both just killing it. I mean, killing it in the bit. Boy, the dogs are out. I can hear them rumbling, and uh, anyway, they are just killing it with the. I pardon me for the dogs. They just don't understand the ramifications of the way these studio mics pick up sound and stuff. So I do apologize for that. But anyway, these girls are killing it, man. They are knocking the benefits out of this park, man. They really are, and I'm so proud of them that they're doing good and stuff. And it's just really good to be able to have them represent the ladies of the auctioneering world. So I look forward to, of course, Riley's interview tonight, and then I look forward to Haley's interview on the 12th. So that's going to be a good one. So other than that, guys, August. Like I said, now Sunday, I don't know if I'll have a show or not. Just depends. It's going to be a long weekend. and there might not be a show on Sunday. If we do a show, I don't believe I'll have time to find a guest, so it would be music only. And then you guys might have to call and wake me up because I might be sleeping here at the desk. You never know, but you never know what happens. We'll just see how we'll play that one by ear. And yeah. Oh, Darcel said she's surprised I have power. You know, Darcel, a buddy of mine lives up the road from me on 186, and he's without power. And then now you guys are without power. That's crazy. That's really crazy. So, no, they're not, Carter. They are his nieces. They are his nieces. So, but anyway, just trying to make everything happen for you guys. Try to get everything rolling with the flow, and just make it happen here in August. We're going to get some good interviews. I don't know who they are yet, but I'll definitely work on it. You know me, I ain't going to give up. So we'll be right back here after this word from our sponsors.
You're listening to Pedal to the Metal. Motors and music. Where the engines are loud and the music hits just as hard. Classic cars, hot rods, monster trucks, and the stories behind the builds. Mixed with the music that fuels the ride. From the show field to the arena floor, we bring you the horsepower and the center to match. Stick around, we got more coming your way. But first, a word from our sponsors. Attention hot rodders, custom builders, truck fans, and motorcycle riders! Get ready for the White Buffalo Car Show coming to downtown Snyder, Texas on Saturday, October 3rd, 2026. Cruise into the heart of Snyder and enjoy a full day packed with classic cars, custom trucks, motorcycles, live music, great food, vendors, shopping around the square, and fun for the whole family. With 25 classes, awards, and even a furthest traveled award, there's something for every kind of ride. Registration is just $20, and all proceeds stay local to support area charities and community programs. And don't miss your chance to meet Texas rich with C10 America during this huge downtown celebration. Plus, cruise into the Friday night meet and greet on October 2nd before the band starts rocking. So polish up that chrome, shine those wheels, and head to the White Buffalo Car Show in downtown Snyder, Texas! The White Buffalo Car Show, where horsepower, hometown pride, and Texas tradition come together. Looking to bring your ride back to life? Or just clean it up and make that beater look better than ever? At Sunrise Rod and Custom, we turn worn out into wow. From rust repair to full restoration to complete customization, we got you covered. Need collision repair? Bodywork, no problem. Need something to stand out at the next show? We specialize in striping, custom lettering, and one-of-a-kind paint that makes your ride truly yours. Whether it's a classic cruiser or a shop truck, we take pride in every detail because your ride deserves it. Located in colorful Colorado, Sunrise Rod and Custom is your go-to shop for craftsmanship that turns heads. Call Jeff Lytle today at 983-217-3239. That's 983-217-3239. Sunrise Rod and Custom, we don't just fix cars, we bring them back to life and a whole lot more. Looking for artwork that stands out from the crowd? Whether you're building a brand, promoting your business, or creating something truly one of a kind, Digitized Ink Co. brings your ideas to life with professional digital artwork and custom design services. From logos and graphics to custom illustrations and creative designs that leave a lasting impression. Digitized Ink Co. combines today's technology with traditional artistic values to give every project the attention it deserves. Need a fresh new look for your business, club, team, or special event? Let Digitized Ink Co. create something you'll be proud to show off. Call today at 435-650-7657. Visit digitizedinkco.com or email digitizedinkco@gmail.com. Digitized Ink Co. Cutting edge design. Tready. And now, we return to pedal to the metal. Motors and music. With your host, Roller.
Okay, guys, we're back. Hey, and if you got those candy gum cigarettes, it's time to smoke. That's what it's all about. That's right. If you don't got them, get yourself a pack right now, and we'll smoke during the show. That's the candy gum cigarettes right there. All right, guys, like I said, tonight we got Riley Behr on the show. Going to be a great time. It's going to be a lot of fun, and we're going to probably laugh a little bit and just hear about what this young lady is doing in the business. So I look really forward to this show, and we'll make it happen for you. So anyway, haven't had very much time to do very many songs, but the other morning I was sitting there. On Tuesdays, I get up at 3:30 in the morning because I have to go to Colorado Springs and to work my job down there. And so I get up, take my shower, and then I go into the kitchen, make a pot of coffee, and I sit down, and it's just my quiet time. I don't turn the TV on. The dogs aren't up yet. Nobody's up. It's just me. So I call it my quiet time, and I thought, you know what, man? I'm gonna make a song about my quiet time. And so I sat there and wrote some words down in the lyrics and worked on it here for, maybe half a day or something like that. And then I went ahead and put it into my music program, and it come up with a pretty nice song. So this here is called Quiet Time, right here on Pedal the Metal, Motors and Music.
The sun peeks through my kitchen blinds. Another brand new day. Coffee steaming in my cup while the night still slipped away. I've been blessed with honest work. The good Lord's seen me through. Never had to chase too many dreams just to make a paycheck do. Now these old bones tell stories that my younger heart ignored. Every ache's a little reminder I ain't 20 anymore. So I sit here in the silence while the morning slowly shines, thanking God for one more sunrise and this little piece of time. This is my quiet time before the world comes calling, before the weight of living starts another day of falling. A little coffee, a little prayer, a melody or two, songs I wrote with all my heart, but nobody ever knew. I don't need a spotlight, I don't need the grand design, just a little piece to hold me in this quiet time.
The wolves still pace outside the door. They always seem to wait. Bills don't care how old you are or what you've had to face. So I lace these tired boots again and head on down the road, doing everything I know to keep my family afloat. Sometimes I wonder where life went. It sure flew by too fast. Seems like yesterday was just another dream I thought would last. Now tomorrow isn't promised, and that truth is on my mind. Makes these early morning moments feel like treasures every time. This is my quiet time, before the world comes calling, before the weight of living starts another day of falling. A little coffee, a little prayer, a melody or two, songs I wrote with all my heart, but nobody ever knew. I don't need a spotlight, I don't need the grand design, just a little piece to hold me in this quiet time. My family's scattered like the leaves the autumn wind has blown. Some are close and miles away, some are farther though they're home. I pray someday these broken pieces find their way somehow, 'cause love's too short to leave unsaid, especially now. This is my quiet time, where memories all gather, where I count my blessings more than all the things that matter. If these songs outlive this old man, maybe someday they'll find ears. Maybe they'll understand the life behind these words and years. Till the good Lord calls me home, beyond the morning light, you'll find me with my coffee, writing one more line, living every sunrise in my quiet time. The coffee cup is empty now, the music softly plays. Another day's beginning, and I'm thankful for today.
Quiet time right here on Pedal to Metal Motors and Music. Hey guys, don't forget we have t-shirts and hats, and that's courtesy of all the folks at Digitized Ink Co. They're a great company, and they're allowing me to print as we go. So we ask if you do order something that you give us 2 weeks for them to get all the stuff made and printed and sent out to you and stuff. So it looks like about a 2-week turnaround, but you can get t-shirts and hats in any size. And if you are far away and we have to mail it to you, it's $30 with shipping and everything. That's the hat and the shipping and all that. If you live close and I can meet you somewhere here in the Denver area, then I can work on pricing for you and get you those hats and those shirts a little bit cheaper. But they come in sizes of a small all the way up to a 5X in the shirts, and their only color you can get them in is black. And then they also, and I would imagine if you guys wanted a white one or something, we could order some white shirts or something like that, but there would be a little bit of a delay maybe in getting into you within the 2-week time period. And then, of course, hats, we have those right now. They are a trucker hat, and one size kind of fits all. And those shirts and those hats come in the Pedal to the Metal Motors and Music logo or to the Steel City Car Show logo. You can also find all that stuff on www.pedaltothemetalpodcast. That's the website. Go there and check it out. And if anybody'd like to be, I tell you what, I forgot to tell you guys, like I told you, we are going international. And I've asked my cousin Debbie to help me do this. And I am already getting a lot of interest from people in Australia. I have joined a few car clubs in Australia, and when they accept me, I thank them, and then I ask, hey, this is Roller from Pedal to the Metal. We'd love to find out more about the Australian car club culture, and we'd love to have some of your members on the show. And I've told them we can work on time zones and stuff like that, to where it's not an imposition on me, on them, but more of an imposition on me. So that's going to be something pretty cool, I believe. And we're getting, like I said, we have another interview that I have to set up for August with a company out of South Africa. They're a collector car auction company, and Cookie Lockhart, she's the one who give us the lead on it, and it's Jaffe Collector Car Auctions. And he sent me a link the other day to his auction, and I watched it in entirety. It was really pretty cool. They do things really pretty cool over there. Really similar to what we do here in the States, but there's a few more little spins that they do, and we look forward to getting them on the show and making that happen. So anyway, this next song up right here is called If Heaven Has a Honky Tonk. We'll be right back here on Pedal to the Metal, Motors and Music.
If heaven has a honky-tonk, there's a band on every stage, playing every country classic from every golden age. The fiddle starts the evening, the steel guitar still cries, and every song reminds you why good music never dies. Old friends gather round you with a smile upon their face. No strangers in this old dance hall, just amazing saving grace. No broken hearts, no lonely tears, no hurt to drag along. Just an endless Friday evening filled with one more country song. If heaven has a honky-tonk, save me one bar stool by the door, where the jukebox never quits and they dance across the floor. If heaven has a honky-tonk, let the neon softly glow, with a cold one on the counter and the best old songs we know. I'll shake the hands I've missed so much and hug the ones I've lost. Thank the good Lord for His mercy and the rugged old wooden cross. If heaven has a honky-tonk, that's where you'll find me someday, listening to that country band while the angels play. There's a waitress with a warm smile who knows us all by name. Every story gets a laugh instead of sorrow or blame. Mama's smiling in the corner, Daddy's tapping with the beat. Grandpa's wearing polished boots while keeping perfect time with his feet. The dance floor's always crowded with couples hand in hand. Every step another memory to the greatest country band. Nobody's counting minutes, nobody
these watching clocks, 'cause forever starts the moment heaven unlocks. If heaven has a honky-tonk, save me one bar stool by the door, where the jukebox never quits and they dance across the floor. If heaven has a honky-tonk, let the neon softly glow, with a cold one on the counter and the best old songs we know. I'll shake the hands I've missed so much and hug the ones I've lost. Thank the good Lord for His mercy and the rugged old wooden cross. If heaven has a honky-tonk, that's where you'll find me someday, listening to that country band while the angels play. Every prayer becomes a melody, every memory turns to light, every goodbye is forgotten in that everlasting night. The music never fades away, the love will never end. Every song's another blessing shared with family and friends. If heaven has a honky-tonk, I know exactly where I'll be, standing with the ones I love who are waiting there for me. The pedal steel will sing again, the fiddle will always fly, and every note will lift our hearts beneath that endless sky. Until that day I'll live this life with faith to guide me through, and when my time on earth is done, I'll be singing there with you. If heaven has a honky-tonk, there's a band on every stage, and love's the only song they play. That old neon sign still flickers just like it always has. The bartender knows my story every time he fills my glass. Folks around this little tavern say the whiskey did me wrong, but they're only hearing echoes, they never heard the whole song. I blamed every empty bottle for the mess that I became, found 100 different reasons, anything but me to blame. You begged me just to hold you while I chased another night. I was losing what mattered most long before the bourbon bite. Whiskey wasn't the problem, it just hid the truth from me. It couldn't break forever if forever was meant to be. The bottle never walked away, it never slammed that door. It only helped me overlook what I was living for. The hardest thing I've ever done was staring at my soul, knowing I was holding the glass, but I was the one letting go. Whiskey wasn't the problem, I finally know the truth. The biggest thing I ever lost was you. Now your picture hangs in silence where the mirror used to be, and every morning brings another lesson life keeps teaching me. I've traded late night bar stools for a sunrise on the porch, trying to become the man your love was always reaching for. If somebody hears this story, sitting where I used to sit, don't blame what's in that bottle for every little bit. The answer starts inside you when you find the strength to see. The hardest road to travel is called responsibility. Wasn't the problem, it never made one choice. Never spoke in anger with my own stubborn voice. Love was standing right beside me while I chased another drink, and by the time I finally stopped, she'd already quit believing. If I could turn one page back, Lord, I'd choose her. I'd trade every drop of whiskey for one more chance at life. Whiskey wasn't the problem, now I understand. The problem was the man I was before I became this man. Every back road has a song to sing. Every fence post knows what freedom means. The little speaker may crack and hiss, but it never seems to miss. From harvest moons to summer rain, every melody eases the pain. It's more than music coming through, it's every mile I've ever drove. Turn up that tailgate radio, where the legends never get too old. Merle, Waylon, George, and Hank, singing stories every heart can think. With my left hand resting on the wheel, and my right arm catching the breeze I feel, there ain't no place I'd rather go than chasing memories with my tailgate radio. Every back road has a song to sing. Every fence post knows what freedom means. The little speaker may crack and hiss, but it never seems to miss. From harvest moons to summer rain, every melody eases the pain. It's more than music coming through, it's every mile I've ever drove. Turn up that tailgate radio, where the legends never get too old. Merle, Waylon, George, and Hank, singing stories every heart can think. With my left hand resting on the wheel, and my right arm catching the breeze I feel, there ain't no place I'd rather go than chasing memories with my tailgate radio. Chevy may finally rest, but somewhere another dreamer will climb inside. Turn that old radio on and understand why I loved it best. Turn up that tailgate radio, let those country stories roll. Small block rumble, open skies, a simple life money can't buy. As long as there's a road to roam, this old C10 will lead me home. Long after these tire tracks fade, the songs will still be playing on my tailgate radio.
There you go, Tailgate Radio right here on Pedal the Metal Motors and Music. Wait, we don't want to play this song yet. Anyway, guys, I'll tell you what. If you ain't doing nothing on Monday, and it's 7 o'clock here, 8 o'clock time in Fort Worth, Texas, my buddy Texas Rich, he is doing a program called New Music Mondays. And he started doing this on Facebook. He's probably, I don't know, this is probably fifth week he's done it, maybe even longer than that. I'm not sure. But anyway, the other day he got a message from TikTok. Now listen to this story, okay? At that time, he had 50 followers on TikTok. TikTok emailed him and said, we are going to let you go ahead and do live videos go live on TikTok. You're supposed to have at least 1,000 people on TikTok. This man is truly blessed. He has 89,000 followers on Facebook. And now he's able to go in and do these TikTok videos. And I'm not talking about a 10-minute video. I think he did a TikTok the other day that was over an hour long. And he is, now he's been talking about playing my music on New Music Mondays through TikTok. Now, when he started out, I think the first time he had 25 viewers. 25 or 50. I can't remember exactly how many it was. They sent him an email and said, you have gotten more views on your very first video than most people get on their videos that's been doing this for a long time. So yada, yada, yada. He goes on, and every time he goes on, he gets more and more viewers. Now get this. This morning, he does a video at 5 o'clock in the morning. That would be 4 o'clock in the morning here in Colorado. He gets on there and does a TikTok live. He gets over 300 followers following him that morning. That's 300 people that's up at that time. Now, granted, it's different times all over the United States, okay? Back on the East Coast, it's early. I mean, it's not early. It's time for everybody to get up and get ready to go to work. Out in California, they're still sleeping. In Colorado, they're still sleeping. He's getting people to tune in that are watching. They're wanting to buy T-shirts. They're wanting to buy hats. They're wanting to buy sticker packs. This man is doing something, and he's doing something right. I don't know. I haven't put my finger on it yet, but I'm telling you right now, this man is going to go viral here real soon, and it's just going to keep going and going and going and going for him. Before you know it, he's going to have the 1,000 viewers, the followers, and then he's going to have 2,000 followers. But he's doing, I think when he does his regular C10 America show at 9 o'clock in the mornings, I believe that he's doing TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook, and I believe one other one. So he's going 4 different places at one time. Carter, you're so right. He is already famous. And he is going to have to start carrying that Sharpie because he's going to start signing some autographs. That's all there is to it. But anyway, he's what I love about this guy. Me and him have formed this bond. It's a brotherhood, and you know, most guys wouldn't include their friends in any kind of thing that they were doing with their business or that their fame or whatever it happens to be. But you know what? He's in there while he's doing all his stuff, and he's plugging my music and my show and doing all that for me. How do I repay a man for doing something like that? I don't understand. I just okay, Carter. Thank you very much. I don't know how to repay him for doing something like that. I mean, it's it's something that even if I was to give him something a gift, it wouldn't be as much as I mean, he's got me on Johnny Blender's radio program. He's done more for me to help me set this Facebook live up, and it's just amazing the things that he's done for me. Now, granted, at the same time, I mean, I'm letting him play my music, and I've done a few things for him, but nothing to compare what he's done for me. And I know he's on here tonight, and he's supposed to be watching a movie with his wife because it was his wife's last night before she has to go back to work, and he's going to get spanked. He's going to get in trouble because he should be watching the movie with his wife, and that's all there is to it. But anyway, Rich, just thank you, man. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for everything that you've done for me, and thank you for including me in everything that's happening in such a positive way for you. I just take my hat off to you, and I thank you so much for your friendship. And it all started over a magazine picture in a magazine, and that's it, man. Don't get spanked, Rich. Yeah, that ain't no joke. Maybe I shouldn't have said that, but anyway, thank you, buddy. I appreciate you, man. I love you, and Miss Terry too. She's a sweetheart, and I wish her the best day at her new school. She starts her new job tomorrow, and I hope it works out great for her. So, anyway, back to some music here. Next one is called "If Heaven Has a Front Porch." We'll be right back here on Pedal to the Metal, Motors and Music.
There's a little old tavern I stop by now and then, just a place where working folks unwind when daylight ends. Every time I walk through that old familiar door, there's an old man at the end of the bar, like the night before. He never starts a conversation, never asks your name, never laughs out loud or joins the old jukebox refrain. He just cradles one cold bottle in a weather-calloused hand, staring through the silence like he's somewhere else again. He's the old man at the end of the bar, living with a broken heart and an old scar. Some folks think he's lonely, some just passing by, never knowing all the tears he's learned to hide. He's not waiting on tomorrow, he's holding yesterday, where the love he couldn't save never slipped away. Every night he pulls that same old stool out in the dark, the old man at the end of the bar.
bartender and waitress know the story by heart, though they never tell it unless somebody asks. They say 12 years ago, on a cold November night, the rain was falling heavy underneath the traffic lights. She was dressed up for their anniversary, smiling on her way. He'd promised her dinner when he got off late that day. But another job ran overtime and he lost all track of time, while she drove through the storm with "I'll just meet him" on her mind. Just a mile outside of town, her tires lost their hold. The highway gave no second chance on that black and lonely road. The flashing lights, the telephone, every husband's darkest fear. He's carried that one call inside his heart for every year. He still says if he'd left work when he promised he would do, she'd have never been alone, driving through that storm that grew. Though everybody tells him it was never his to bear, regret don't always listen when love is still somewhere. He's the old man at the end of the bar, living with a broken heart and an old scar. Some folks think he's lonely, some just passing by, never knowing all the tears he's learned to hide. He's not waiting on tomorrow, he's holding yesterday, where the love he couldn't save never slipped away. Every night he pulls that same old stool out in the dark, the old man at the end of the bar. Sometimes he'll smile softly at an empty chair nearby, like he can hear her laughing through the music and the night. For just a little moment, she's sitting there once more, then the song fades away and he's alone like before. He's the old man at the end of the bar, still wearing his wedding ring over his heart. Love like that don't disappear because the years roll by. It simply learns to live behind old eyes. When they finally close this little tavern for the last time one day, I hope she meets him smiling where the angels know his name, and they'll never have to spend another night apart. No more old man at the end of the bar. So if you see an old man sitting quietly by himself, don't be too quick to judge the story that he never tells. Sometimes the strongest hearts are carrying the deepest scars, just like the old man at the end of the bar.
That was the old man at the end of the bar. That wasn't the song I thought it was going to be. And maybe it's because, I don't know, maybe there's something in those candy gum cigarettes that's maybe hallucination. I don't know. But in the house right now, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to get your Riley Behr questions ready because Riley Behr's in here listening to us right now. She says, I can't wait. I just can't wait. I bet you she's got her little Puerto Rican hat on, or little cowboy hat she had on the other day, you know. That's my little sister, man. Riley, I just love you so much. You're my baby sister. I would fight to the death for you. I swear to God I would. You're my sister for sure. This next song up, ladies and gentlemen, you know, I didn't write it about me, but at one time in my younger life, I frequented the taverns a lot, you know. I really did. And I thought that my life revolved around beer, women, and whiskey.
I was 18 years old with a wild streak inside, a pickup truck, a paycheck, and too much pride. Thought I had life figured out underneath those neon lights, chasing every pretty smile on a Friday night. Mama said, son, there's a price you'll pay for living too fast and running that way. But I just laughed and said I'll be just fine with a bottle and a dance floor, taking all my time. Beer, women, and whiskey, that's all I thought I'd ever need. A jukebox playing old country songs and a bar stool waiting there for me. Beer, women, and whiskey kept this old heart running wild. I had a good time losing my way, but I lost myself for a while. Wondering where the good years passed. Had some good friends, had some broken dreams, and some memories somewhere in between. I loved a few that I should have held tight, let a good woman walk out of my life. Now every time that old jukebox plays, I think about my younger days. Beer, women, and whiskey, that's all a jukebox playing old country songs and a bar stool waiting there for me. Beer, women, and whiskey kept this old heart running wild. I had a good time losing my way, but I lost myself for a while. Now I still like a cold one from time to time, and an old country song that makes me smile. But I learned there's more to a man's life than chasing trouble every mile. Neon sign, but they ain't always meant learned, the bridges crossed and the bridges burned, and no guitar and a memory of beer, women and whiskey.
Behr, women, and whiskey right here on Pedal to the Metal, Motors and Music. Hey, Carter, if you're listening to this show, you are crazy. You know, no, really. I'm glad you're having a good time. Riley Behr, if you're still on here and you're listening, I hope you put this out on social media to tell your friends to tune in to the show. It's not too late if you didn't do that. So this next song up here is called The Bottle and the Bible. We'll be right back here on Pedal to the Metal, Motors and Music.
There's a bottle on the table, a Bible by my bed. One reminds me where I've been, one shows the road ahead. One held all my secrets, one held all the truth. One was there when I got older, one was there back in my youth. I spent nights under neon, chasing yesterday, trying to drown memories that wouldn't fade away. But every time I hit the bottom, down there on my knees, that old worn-out Bible kept calling back to me. The bottle and the Bible both have heard my name. One saw all my wild nights, one helped me through the pain. The Bible and the Bible, between wrong turns and grace, one showed me who I used to be, one helped me find my way. And Daddy left that Bible with his name written inside. Said, son, you're gonna need this on the rough roads of life. But I was young and stubborn, had to learn things on my own. Took 1,000 wrong turns just to find my way back home. Now that whiskey doesn't talk the way it did before, and those neon lights don't shine like they used to anymore. I still carry all those memories, every scar and every mile, but I finally found some peace I hadn't felt in a while. The bottle and the Bible both have heard my name. One saw all my wild nights, one helped me through the pain. The bottle and the Bible, between wrong turns
One showed me who I used to be. One helped me find my way. I ain't saying I'm an angel, I still got some roads to ride, but there's a little more forgiveness on this old sinner's side. I learned life ain't about perfection, it's about getting back up again. Sometimes you find salvation where your broken road begins. The Bible and the Bible still sit there side by side. One tells the story of my past, one tells me I'll be alright. The Bible and the Bible both play their part somehow. One showed me where I've been, one shows where I'm going now. So when they tell my story, don't judge the roads I chose. The Bible knew my darkest nights, but the Bible brought me home.
Bottled in the Bible right here on Pedal to the Metal Motors and Music right there. Carter, you know, when I first started my radio podcast called Monster Truck Radio, I had to figure out a name for my fan base. And, you know, a producer, he come up with the name Lug Nuts because he said it's something that fixes itself to you like a lug nut holds a wheel onto a car. So anyway, that's where the term lug nuts came from, and y'all have been my lug nuts forever and ever right here. 6:53 p.m. We're just a few minutes away from talking to Riley Behr. That's right. Get your Riley Behr questions right here. We'll be right back after this song, Quiet Drinking.
Friday night finally rolled around, another long week wearing me down. Loosened my tie in the parking lot, told myself one or two and then I'm gone. Neon glow in an old bar stool, low slow jazz, feeling smooth and cool. Bartender asked the usual tonight, I said yeah, just something to make things right. Didn't walk in looking for romance, wasn't thinking love even had a chance. Then the room stopped somewhere near the door when I saw her standing there across the floor. Dark hair falling down her shoulder, smile made the whole room softer. And right then something hit me hard, like fate slid over one more card. I came in just to wash away the week, a couple cocktails and some quiet drinking. But then you looked my way, and every lonely thought just slipped away. Girl, I swear the whole world disappeared when that little smile of yours appeared. I wasn't looking for somebody new till Friday night walked in looking like you. So I told the bartender quietly, send her whatever she wants from me. He laughed and said, man, good luck tonight. I said, that ain't really what this is like. I walked over nervous as hell, could barely hear myself thinking well. Said, look, I ain't here trying to play games or throw around some pickup lines and names. I just stopped in for a drink or two, trying to shake off these work week blues. But ever since you walked inside, girl, I can't take my eyes off of you tonight. She laughed soft and leaned back slowly, said, funny, you ain't the only. And right there underneath that light, the whole world changed on Friday night. I came in just to wash away the week, a cup of cocktails and some quiet drinking. But then you looked my way, and every lonely thought just slipped away. Girl, I swear the whole world disappeared when that little smile of yours appeared. I wasn't looking for somebody new until Friday night walked in looking like you. Oh, now the jukebox sounds like magic, every sad song turned romantic. Bartender grinning from across the room like he already knew. And those 2 drinks I came in for turned into closing down the door. Funny how life can change that fast when the right eyes find you at last. I came in just to wash away the week, now I'm hanging on every word you speak. Girl, you turned this whole night around the minute that I sat down. Now the neon glows a little brighter, and this whole world feels a little lighter. I walked in alone and blue until Friday night walked in looking like you. Friday night, one drink turned into forever, and neither one of us saw it coming.
There you go, quiet drinking. BJ, you get me every time, man. That was funny. I sure do appreciate it. You know, I wore this hat just for you so that I could look very thinning. That's right. You are the man, BJ Johnson, the myth, the legend. You get me every damn time, my amigo. It's good to see you on here, bro. Hope everything's going good. Please tell that beautiful wife I said hello. Hug them babies for me, would you please? Would you please, sir? Please, please. Ladies and gentlemen, we're just a few seconds away here from calling Riley Behr. So let's get her on the phone here. And we were going to play a commercial, but you know what? We're going to talk to Riley. We're going to talk to Riley. Riley, Riley, Riley. Let's see here. My phone's got to warm up here. Got to warm up. There we go. It's it's on dial-up still. I still got dial-up out here in the country. We still got some dial-up going on right here. Let's see here. We'll give her a call. Is it going to work? I think there we go. We got a dial tone.
It's my favorite guy, JR.
Hey, no, this is Ed. I'm calling about your warranty on your vehicle.
Don't trick me like this, Roller, because I will fall for it in a minute. You should see me. You should see me with the door knockers.
Oh no, really?
They get me every time.
Why? Why is that? Why do you fall for that? I mean, you don't fall
No,
for any of my jokes at the auction. And you know what? I'm before we get started, I think I know who's putting the chairs and the trash cans in front of your cars. I
I've
really
been
do.
dying to know for 3 years now. So please, please.
Would you like me to tell you who it is?
Yeah, I'd love to hear.
Kevin Rudder.
Oh my goodness, that
Yes,
Kevin Rudder. I should have known he had it in him.
he does. He's terrible. He's
You know
he's
what?
that
And
he's a prankster.
he's got that strut too.
He does. He does.
He's got that strut. He walks away all coy, but I should have known he was the one putting those chairs in the lane.
What shall we do with him?
You know what? I think I gotta let this one go. Kevin's too good of a guy. I think I'll just take the chairs in the lane.
But you pick on me. You throw the stuff back in my lane saying it's me.
Well, Jeff, we have a great banter.
We do.
You
That,
know, I like ruffling your feathers. I like when you ruffle mine. I can't help it.
and it always happens when you're really busy. I don't understand that. I mean, it's just I don't understand. He's like an invisible kind of guy. Maybe he's the invisible man.
I gotta tell, in all seriousness, I will turn around and I don't know if I'm just totally oblivious. I don't know if I need to get my eyes checked, but I'm like, how the heck did I miss Jeff Richards rolling this ginormous freaking office chair into my lane?
Well, see, there you go, blaming me again. I think we have a bad connection. I think we have a bad connection. What's up, my little sister? How you doing, baby?
Oh my goodness, I couldn't be better now that I'm talking to my good buddy. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. You know, I was really worried about this show because we had this tremendous rainstorm out here. And I know you probably had it over there close to where you live because you live closer to the mountains. But my goodness gracious, it was raining so hard I couldn't see the end of my driveway.
No, you must have got it worse than we did. I had a little dribble.
Oh, really? It was bad. I mean, it was really bad. And I was talking to my buddy, Texas Rich from C10 America, and he's like, your phone's pixelating, you know? And he said, I can't understand what you're saying. And I was like, oh, no, please don't say that my internet's going to do this because I hate to have to call Riley
Well,
Behr and tell her.
God is good, and here we are.
That's right. It was meant to be, wasn't it?
It always has been
Well,
between you and me, Jeff.
it is. It is. Aren't you glad that I came into your world?
Jeff, it was the day my world changed. I'll tell you that. I don't know for the good, for the better, or for the worse. I don't know yet.
Well,
No, it was certainly for the better. I love looking over and seeing my kooky friend with his hat on sideways and his eyes crossed.
I don't know what
There's
you're talking
nothing
about.
better.
I don't know what you're talking about. I really don't. I'm tending to business over there. I'm tending to business. That's all I'm doing.
He's at work. He's at
I'm
work.
at work. I'm a professional, and I am trained to be a professional, and I have my vest. Now, I am part of the vest police. And ladies
You
and
are.
gentlemen, I had to get on Riley a couple times because she does not like the ensemble that she's wearing of the vest with her, her wardrobe of the day. So I've had to get on her a couple times about her safety. I'm just worried about her safety. That's all I'm worried about.
Look, I wish the safety patrol would back off, and here's why. I understand the vest. I understand the principle of the vest. Everyone wants to be safe. There's moving cars in the lane.
Uh-huh.
My personal opinion, Jeff,
Yeah.
implementing this vest
Uh-huh.
is scaring buyers away from me. The one thing I got going for me, Jeff, is I'm kind of cute sometimes, okay?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I can throw together a good outfit.
Yes,
No,
yes,
that vest hinders me. It
yes.
hinders me.
I understand. Because it's like putting a trash bag on a Barbie doll.
We'll never know how much money has been left on the table, but I can only imagine. It's a large sum.
Dealers come to me and talk. They really do. They have said that. We would have give her that another 250 if she just wouldn't have that vest on. You know.
You know
So-
what? If they could make it a little more chic, I wouldn't complain.
But why did we have to start wearing the vests anyway? It was stupid. It's like we know what we're doing. Okay, we're not going to let a car run us over, and those drivers know to pay attention to us. I mean, I don't know. I think it's just the man. I think it's just corporate trying to run our lives.
Yeah, I was wondering, is there someone that got hit with a car that we never heard about? You know, because it was
Who
one
knows?
day I showed up and I had that dirty, stinky red vest
Yeah.
waiting for me.
But at least yours always fit. The one that he gave me the first time, I was a fat man in a little coat. I mean, he puts me in a size, I think it was an X. No, it was a large. I am not a large, I haven't been a large kind of guy since kindergarten, okay? And and just puts me in this vest. And he goes, "It'll be all right. Just don't button." I said, "Button it? I can't even put it around my shoulders, let alone button it. But
You know what?
I
I
got
bet you were first pick for dodgeball though.
yeah, I was. I was well, not first. No, not first. I was always the last one. I'm like, "Boy, I hope that they pick me."
Okay, we'll take Jeff.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I am somebody. I am somebody. So, baby girl, let's talk a little bit about starting your career and stuff. But starting out, you weren't you weren't going to be an auctioneer. You weren't going to be in the auction business. What was you going to do?
No, I never dreamed of being an auctioneer. I didn't even really know what it was.
Oh,
I remember as a kid, my sisters going to auction school. They were 15 and 13, and I still had, really not a clue of what it was. But I was in school. I was my first year taking my prerequisites to become a nurse.
uh huh.
Um, and that really takes a special person, Jeff. And
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
I'm not I'm not special in that way. I'm special in other ways, but not in that way.
Right.
Um, and so I was just I hated it. There was a specific day I was in an anatomy class, and they told me I had to cut open a cat um, in the coming weeks. Yeah, and Jeff, one thing you know about me, I'm the mother of cats.
Yes. Yes.
I love what's on the outside. I don't want to know what's on the inside, Jeff. So I dropped that class and realized because I had dropped that class, wow, well, I can't become a nurse if I don't
No.
take this class.
Right.
Um, and I didn't want to tell my parents. I didn't want to tell them because I knew, what the conversation was going to be. They weren't going to be too happy with old me. So I called my grandpa, and his suggestion, well, less of a suggestion, more of you're going to auction school. And
Wow.
I thought, oh man, Jeff, honestly, when you're 19, I got to tell you, I was the hottest I'd ever been. I didn't want to spend 2 weeks of my summer at auction school. I was rocking a great tan. I had a tight little body. I was ready to parade around and in my little bikini at the pool.
Right.
But I went to auction school, and something that weeks leading up, I was just dreading. I left a puddle of tears. I didn't want to leave. I met the most amazing people, and I found a new passion.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And the bond that you have with your grandpa is so special. You've told me some stories about him, and he has to come someday to the auction. I have got to meet this man because he seems like he's a hoot.
He is 78 years old, but he's 28 at heart.
Uh
He
huh.
is the most fun. Now, the only problem with having him at the auction is we won't know if a car's smoking or if it's him, just ripping those cigarettes one after another.
Is he?
So
Does he smoke the frajos?
he loves himself a cigarette. It just, it calms him down, which he's not generally very calm, but we just pop a cigarette in his mouth and he's good. He'll shut up for a little bit.
You spent a little time with him on the boat, didn't you? Here in your last vacation to Alaska.
I did, and it was so special. I mean, he didn't enjoy 1 second of it. He said, "I'd rather be looking at corn and beans." He's an old Iowa farm kid. I mean, to his core. So not his cup of tea, but he was an absolute trooper the whole way. And I think, you know, more than anything, he just loved having his family all in one place, which was really, really special for all of us, being
Right.
able to walk 2 doors down, knock on his door, grab breakfast with him in the morning, hang out, laugh, run into his room with the baby, have the baby crawling around. I mean, it was perfect.
Well, that's awesome. I'm so glad that you get to spend time with them because, you know, when they're not around, it sucks because I had a really close bond with my grandfather, and how I wish I could sit down and talk to him even for just an hour and just sit down and conversate with what you know.
Mhm.
I mean, he was the main dude in my life, man. When I was a young lad, I was young at
Did
one
you
time.
live near your
Oh yeah,
grandpa?
yeah. Well, we lived next door to my dad's mom, right next door. Well, there's a house in between us, so we were there all the time with my grandma Brown. But my grandpa lived just on the other side of town, and it wasn't in Pueblo. You can be anywhere you want in 15 minutes.
Hmm.
So he wasn't very far away, and he he had a hamburger restaurant called the Joker Drive-In, and it's where all the kids hung out. I mean, it was the hangout.
Oh,
It was like, do you remember a show called Happy Days?
I think I've heard of it, Jeff, but
Okay.
it might
It,
be
it
it
was
might be
guaranteed.
before my
You,
time.
yeah, you were just a twinkle. That's all there was when Happy Days was playing. But anyway, they had a restaurant, a place called, well, how about American Graffiti? Did you ever see the movie?
Jeff, you go ahead. You
Okay.
named the longest list of movies, and
I'm trying to make a
that was
connection
not.
here. Help me out here. Help me out. But anyway, back in the olden days, okay, but back when there was horses and stuff like that, we used to sit around on the little porch swing and no, but the kids would come in all their hot rods, and you could drink beer, 3-2 beer here in Colorado, being 18 years old. So he had 3-2 beer, and it was a hamburger place, and the restaurant was right in the middle of the lot, and all these kids would bring their hot rods on Friday night, and everybody would hang out. And my grandpa had a '60 Corvette, and my grandpa was just a cool dude. He was just this cool dude, and I really looked forward to spending a lot of time with him when I was young. So we did. He was the man, the myth, and the legend, like yours, Grandpa is.
Well, I mean, it carried into you. You are the man, the myth, the legend,
No, I'm just
in my book.
well, thank you, and I'll make sure that I get you that check, for that we talked about for.
Yeah, I'll take cash, please.
Oh,
Hand to
you
the
want
table.
cash now? Yeah, a check's not good
Cash.
enough. It's a
Cash.
two-state
I
out of
don't
party check.
I don't want to report it. I don't want to report
Oh
it.
my God, you are definitely an auctioneer for sure,
I'm slippery. I'm slippery.
for sure.
You
So
know, hearing that you grew up right around your family, I
yeah,
mean, it's just the dream, and it doesn't happen that way anymore. You know, everyone
no,
moves away or chases a dream or wants to try something new, and I'm so grateful I'm here, especially having, my Uncle Paul not too far away, and really being able to, I mean, mentor under him. He's just such a good person, and just such a trusted confidant in my life. The only thing I'm missing is my grandpa.
and he's in Iowa.
He is. I mean, from where we're from, a little town called Rockwell up north,
Uh
2 hours from Minneapolis.
huh.
And he stayed there, and most of the siblings did. Paul was kind of the one that, paved the way and went and chased a dream. And but a lot of those siblings, they stayed put. That was the way. You stayed where you're from.
Yeah, you did. You sure did.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Uh, it's meant to be, and someday we'll get Grandpa up here, and I would love to meet him. I mean, not if he doesn't come to the auction, but just to say, hey, my grandpa's in town, and I want you to meet him and meet us for lunch someplace because I
Oh, I'd
bet you
love
he's
that.
got some awesome stories, some awesome
He's
stories.
he is as kooky and fun as they come. Like, you two would be the best of pals. I think I'd just sit there observing the whole time, like a little fly on the wall. He came and stayed a few summers ago. I think it was last summer he stayed.
Uh huh.
I gave him my room, of course. I wanted to host him and have him here. Well, that dirty rat was talking about packing away my pillows. He goes, "You just got the comfiest pillows and the best blankets, and the bed is so cozy." He goes, "I slept like a baby here." And so I'm really trying to sell him on that. Well, if you want a good night's rest, I'll make sure you got all your little things that you like here. So
You're
I'm
such a
I'm
sweetheart.
trying.
You're such a sweetheart. You know that. You really are. And another thing you didn't tell me, okay, and you failed to tell me this, okay? You
Oh no.
failed to tell me how cool that your mom and dad are. I mean, I find out now because I made a song for your sister when she's on the 12th. I find out that your mom and dad especially your dad loves this old music that I like and just a cool dude, man. How dare
No,
you not
I
tell me?
had the coolest. parents in the world. I just have the best family. I don't know how I got put into this family, but my siblings, my parents, my grandpa,
Uh huh.
my cousin, everyone in my family is as cool as they come. And I'm just fighting to fit in. Like, I just want to be half as cool as the
Oh,
people
you're
that
there.
I'm surrounded by are.
You're there, baby. You're there. You fit right in with them, you know. And you know, I've never met your sister. We've talked through texts and stuff like that. And when she told me that the style of music, that when she said I like '80s hairband music, I was like, whoa. I never would have pictured your sister being a hairband kind of gal. I really would. And then she sent me her playlist like I'd never heard of these songs before, and I was like, hey, I this is the stuff I cut my teeth on right here, boy. I tell you,
Yeah, I
there's some
used to run
good
it
stuff.
back, girl.
Yeah, that stuff was that's my jam for sure right there, you know. But I look forward to her interview and stuff like that. But it's going to be fun. It really to
Oh,
find out
Haley.
the difference between you two.
Oh, yeah. I always say we're the exact same but polar opposite, and it just works for us.
Uh huh.
People say don't go into business with your family, and of course, it was an adjustment, being sisters. And when I first moved here, we were roommates and we're best pals, and then we're working together, and she's my mentor. Like, it was just a lot of things to combine, but we've got a good groove. We appreciate our differences, and, we're on the same page about a lot of things. But Haley is truly like no one else you will ever meet, and she's always been that way. She is one of a kind in every way. I mean, she's totally set apart.
That's awesome. That
Yeah.
is too cool. So after you get out of auction school, what made you decide that instead of because Paul was in, of course Paul did benefits and galas and stuff. It was the king of them, but he was also the king of auto auctions. What made you not decide to get into the auto auction more than what you did?
Well, actually, this is so interesting. So originally, I got out of auction school, right? 2019, that summer. I'm fresh, I'm hungry, I'm excited. I have like this fire in my belly. And not long after, we're hit with a pandemic. But right before that, I was actually so impacted by one of my instructors at auction school, John Nichols. I just thought he was, oh my goodness, the creme de la creme. And I
Uh
mean,
huh.
he totally is. And so I was so impressed by what he shared and so intrigued by, the things he taught us and his demeanor. And he's just this cool, cool guy. So I actually went down the real estate route in hopes of being a real estate auctioneer. Um, I got my license. I worked as an agent for an amazing broker in Huxley, Iowa. And it just, it turned out different. I wasn't pursuing the auction career. I was, working under a broker who had no auction experience.
Uh huh.
And so it was an amazing opportunity. I still, am in touch with her. She's a wonderful lady. But I told her, I'm sorry, I have to, I really want to be an auctioneer. And I, at this point, had worked a few fundraisers for a few auctioneers in Iowa and for my sister Haley. And I mean, it just felt right. It felt like that's where God was calling me to go. And, I sat around I just wasn't ready to leave Iowa, but I had this crazy awakening one day. It was April and I of 2021, April 2021. I woke up one morning and God placed this like total epiphany on my heart that you need to get out of here. You are not growing and going where you want to go. You gotta go and chase this deal and go where it's going to be fruitful for you. So I called up my sister Haley, and I still had 3 months left on my lease, and I said, hey, I think I need to move out to Colorado. I think we got to do this thing. We've talked about it now. We want to start, fundraising business as sisters. And I mean, it would just be so amazing. And I really want to learn under you. I don't want to fly out there, every other month or, I want to be there. I want to be working your events and really, spreading my wings. And so she said, well, when are you thinking? And I said, well, what do you think of 3 weeks? Cinco de Mayo. So sure enough, 3 weeks later, I packed up my car. I still had 2 months left on my lease that I was paying, and I headed out west. And Praise God, I've never looked back. It's been the biggest blessing. And, at the time, you don't realize that it's God, putting it on your
Yep.
heart, making that decision for you. But I look back now and it's so clear.
Well, I tell you what, you listened to him and you followed him, and you're just killing it. I mean, you're just killing it. That's the thing that's just so amazing to me. You and your sister both, you guys are well respected in the business. You're being asked for. And how I know that you're here killing it is because I hear other guys that had auctions and they're like, yeah, them Bear sisters, they took that auction from me. Well, they're just happen to be just a little better than you or something. I don't understand, you
Oh,
know? I don't know what it is, but yeah, you should have watched your P's and Q's and paid attention to business, I guess, you know? But hey, that's what it's all about. It's the game. It's how you play it, and it's how you make yourself available to everybody and stuff. And you've been a lot of crazy places and done some amazing auctions.
I've been blessed beyond what I deserve. I mean, both with um, my career, but also the relationships that I've been able to build. And I credit everything that I have now, of course, to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, but also to the auctioneers and the people that have been in my corner and championed me, my mentors. I mean, I wouldn't be the auctioneer or the person that I am without them.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Out of everybody, the auctioneers that helped you, who do you think's helped you the most with the auction game?
Oh, hands down, my sister.
Uh
I
huh.
mean, she came out here on her own. And she'll tell you more about this. I don't want to tell her story, but I mean, she really did come out here and, um, you know, built something all by herself.
Uh huh.
I mean, I look up to her so much. She's just like savvy and quick and smart and amazing. But I'd have no career without my sister. She taught me in the fundraising game everything that I know, and introduced me to so many incredible people,
Uh huh.
starting with Terry Elson, who, was the first, outside of my Uncle Paul, who, I mean, I could talk about him for a full 24 hours and what a great servant of the industry and how much I look up to him. And I mean, what a great instructor he was. But Terry was, the first car auctioneer to take a chance on me and never treat me any differently.
Right.
He's always been good to me. And I couldn't have learned from anyone better. And then I was so fortunate. I had, the incredible Kevin Rutter, that I had met at that Thursday sale
Uh huh.
where, I was working for Terry, who was so kind to put my name in, to give me a chance, to come down and show Odessa what I had. And
Sure.
I got hired on that day, which was incredible, but I wouldn't have that job without Kevin. And that's where I met, of course, all of you, but I got to really mentor under Scott, who has been, I call him my auction dad.
Uh huh.
Who's been so good to me. So I don't know how or why I got so darn lucky. I shouldn't say lucky, I'm blessed to have these people that have trained me, that have lifted me up, especially at our Tuesday sale, man. Oh my gosh, every person that works in those lanes, I, call a dear friend. I'm so grateful.
Yeah, it is. It makes it fun to go to work. I mean, myself in my career, I've had two jobs that I've absolutely loved. I've never once in my lifetime thought, oh, I got to get up and go to work. I don't want to go to work today. It's like, okay, I got to go to work. Get out of my way. Get out of my way. I'm ready to go, and it's game on, and look out, and here we come. World, it's happening today. And it's just a brotherhood, and now it's a brother and sisterhood. I mean, like for instance, when I first hired on I went to try out. I was working down in Texas, and I went to Denver and tried out up there. And Terry Ellison was one of the ones that they put me with first. And he went up to Tom after the sale and he says, "You need to hire this kid. This kid's good." He and I was an auctioneer. I was just ringing back then. That's all I did was ring. And he said, "You need to." I mean, I was auctioneering down in Amarillo, but I come up there to get a ringman job, because that's just where you have to start somewhere. So, but Terry Terry got my foot in the door, and then I met other people, and they helped me out. Paul helped me out. Just there was just such a big Chuck Cumberland, Kenny Holmes. Of course, I went to the contest, and
Hmm.
I told my wife when I got back. She goes, "Did you have a good time?" I said, "I had a great time." I said it was fun. I said, but when I not to the contest, but to my interview, and I said, if I can come out of this thing being like Kenny Holsworth, I said that's the kind of auctioneer I want to be. I said he's honest, he's fair, he's a
Hmm.
godly man, and he's just a great guy. And I said I want to model my career after him. And boy, I tell you what, we're not only good friends, we're like brothers, but
Hmm.
it's just the truth. I mean, you pick somebody that you love and want to work underneath, and it inspires you. And I have to say that Kenny Holsworth was the one that inspired me for sure.
Yeah, I think I had one interview once with an amazing lady. She used to own Vehicle Vault, and
Uh huh.
she had asked me, as a female in a male dominated industry, like what adversity have you faced? And you know, I couldn't think of one thing. I mean, I have had the most incredible men enter my life, and they've been so good to me. I love all the guys at my Thursday sale. I love my brothers at the Tuesday sale. I mean, I came in this Kevin Rutter always says it. I came in kind of meek and shy and reserved. I was nervous. I had no idea what I was doing. I was so green. I mean, Jeff, night and day difference. It would have been cringy to watch
Uh huh.
in my first day at the auto auction, and the way that these men have lifted me up. um I haven't had, maybe some of the things that, Cookie Lockhart has gone through, or some of these other ladies. I have been so fortunate with
Right.
the men in my life. Really, I mean that.
Well, you're coming in as a young, very pretty young lady coming into a lane that is just completely packed full of men, and some of them are good guys and some of them are not so good guys. And you know what I mean by that. And, I mean, you handle yourself very well and you're very respected. I mean, uh, I think you've done a hell of a job coming into the auto auction part of it, and demanding the respect that you get. I mean, those dealers understand you're there for business, and that's what it's all about. And kudos for you for going in there and setting that presence. I think you did a hell of a job. I really do.
Jeff, you're too good to me.
No, I mean that. I love you like my little sister. I always tell you that. But Scott, that's Scott Good. You're his daughter. I mean that man thinks the world of you. He thinks there's none better. And you know what? There right now you're on fire, and your life is so good right now. Why wouldn't somebody want somebody like you in the lanes? I mean, I went over there on Thursday that one time when me and you worked that lane together, and you helped me out so much because you have this rapport. I was watching you. You have this rapport with all these dealers that I didn't have. I mean, I knew some of them. Yeah, I had guys come up and say, "Hey, it's great to see you," and all that. But you had this rapport with everybody in the lane. You knew your sellers. You knew everything, and that's so big and so important in the auction business. And that's what I admire the most about you is you take your craft, you memorize it, you utilize it, and it just becomes part of you, and it's a great deal.
That day was especially fun. Kind of seeing my two worlds. They almost feel so separate, my Tuesday and my Thursday.
Uh huh.
Seeing those two worlds collide when you walked in to the meeting, and everyone else starts, walking in, we're sitting down, and they all run over to you, give you a hug. I mean, I could say the same, and it was just, I mean, my heart was just overflowing, just seeing how loved you are, and that everyone else feels the way that I feel. And I'm not one for the hobnob, and I think that's what's felt so different
Uh huh.
about, my Tuesday sale, and honestly, just the car auctions is, it's really authentic people. People are just themselves, and it
Sure.
makes me feel so much better about opening up and being myself. And and be, I'm just not into the hobnob. I want to be me
Yeah.
every day of my life.
Well, you wouldn't, that's just not you. I mean, I couldn't see you being the hobnobber or the butt kisser. And you know what I'm really proud of? You haven't dropped an F bomb. I'm so proud of you. My goodness.
I got a sticky note in front of me reminding me.
Oh, I love you so much. I really do. Oh, you are not. You're a coconut, and you're my coconut for sure. You know, getting in. What was your first benefit that you did? What was your? I mean, the one where you went, you was in charge. It was your deal. It was your game. And what was it?
Well, so I had to pivot virtually.
Uh huh.
That's when my career began, was in the midst of COVID.
Uh huh.
So I pivoted virtually. I had my first ever event was a virtual event for a group out in Minnesota, and I got to read off a teleprompter. And I mean, people were like, "Oh, isn't that such a bummer?" It was such a safe way to enter into the industry
Sure.
versus, I mean, you are when you become an auctioneer, you are kind of thrown to the world. You got to figure it out,
Yes. Yes.
and it's trial and error, and you got to make mistakes so that you can be better. And so it honestly was really nice to kind of dip my toe in that way. But my first live event was Gillette, Wyoming, 2021, and we had first live event 75 Christmas trees. I'm fresh out of auction school, and I mean, I have a chant that, I mean, it's like nails on a chalkboard. It was slow. It was screechy. I didn't know how to control my breathing. I was nervous to be up on stage.
Uh
I
huh.
had to sell 75 Christmas trees. Jeff, I don't, it took me hours. I had back pain shooting up my spine. I was wearing heels. I stumbled out of there. I think before I even got to my car, I was crawling on the pavement, like I'm dead to the world. But it was a great learning experience, and it was great practice. Selling 75 back to back to back. It was great practice. And then everything just, it really did fall into place. Like, it was just God's plan. It's the only way I can describe it. You know, these smaller auctions were looking for, a nominal fee auctioneer, and I'm just starting out. Like, I'm just hungry. I just want to work. And so I would do these, and it was really, really good for me to get my foot in the door. And I couldn't have done it without my sister. But that
Right.
was my first live event, Gillette, Wyoming, and they are the coolest crowd. I was 20 years old. They were trying to give me shots of Fireball, and I'm on the mic saying, "I'm not of age. I'm not of age. I can't. I'm at work. I'm at work." Trying to do the right thing,
Right.
you know. So,
Well,
how,
you know, uh, so you do get that one under your belt, and you think, okay, I know what I like, what I want to do, and this is it, of course. What was it like, and where were you when you did your first big event, where you were in front of people, and maybe you had to dress the part, okay? Maybe you had to get into that auctioneer's gown and stuff, and really, I say auctioneer's gown, but that was stupid. That was really stupid. But just a nice, just a really, that tells you how much of a designer I am. But into that gown, and you had to get up there and you had to dress the part because this is a big big deal. What was that one?
Jeff, that would have been my third live event. Um, it was for an amazing group supporting veterans and military families, Gold Star families.
Uh huh.
And I was scared shitless. I think I went through my, oh, shit. I just said shitless. Um, I
That's all
went
right.
through my script probably 10, 15 times. Like, I went through it. I went through it. I went through it. I wanted to be so prepared, and it was the most phenomenal feeling. I don't think I went to bed until 3 a.m. because I was just up all night replaying it in my head. My adrenaline was so high. We raised over $200,000, which
Wow.
was I mean, money like that was crazy to me, right?
Right.
And they were so happy, and oh my gosh. And then from that one, I got my first big one that wasn't referred to me from my sister. They saw me at the auction, and me and my sister, we've done that one together every year since. So that was the first big one that opened the door for me. It was for Folds of Honor.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was
Wow.
incredible.
So, your sister was talking about the other night, and see, I've never, I mean, when I got into the business, I decided, okay, there's too many people doing farm and ranch sales, and they're established like the Linnebergs and stuff like that. Steve's a good friend
Hmm.
of mine. I don't want to. I don't want to step on his toes. I don't want to do this. Benefit wise, Paul was doing benefits. And there was some other gentlemen throughout the country doing. Gary. Gary. Come on, help me now here, sister. Gary.
Oh, Gary Corbett,
Gary
they
Corbett.
call him the
Yeah.
king of fundraising.
Yeah, Gary Corbett. He was doing some sales and stuff, and I just figured, you know what, these guys have been around for a long time. They have it all locked up. I'm just going to concentrate on being a car auctioneer. That's all I want to do. I just want to be in the car business because that's what I knew. I always had people tell me, only do what you know what to do. If you know the
Hmm.
car business, be in the car business. If you know how to operate on somebody's big toe, then be a foot doctor. So it's just one of those things that I just focused on being in the car business. I never did. But the question I'm getting at is, so your sister was talking about writing a script, and you just mentioned it too. So
Hmm.
what do you mean by writing a script for the auction? I mean, I don't understand how that works. I mean, tell me what that means.
Yeah, I mean, I think one of the biggest things I learned in auction school was, and it really took away, was diversify. My Uncle Paul told us diversify.
Uh huh.
If you can dip your toe into all these different things. I mean, not dip your toe, but like fully submerge yourself into all these different avenues. Like, I mean, you have the world at your fingertips. And so, I had started in fundraising, got into the car auctions, and I think that's what's so great. The car auction, you show up, you work, you leave, and you get, and
Yeah.
and your day's done, right? Well,
Right.
with the fundraising, I think something that, Haley really fostered and taught me was that we don't want to just show up as your auctioneer. We want to be advocates for your cause. We're working on behalf of charities. And so we really, really want to be up there and be passionate about their mission. So that, we always say, if we're not passionate about your cause, how can we ask your audience to be?
Sure.
So it's really important for us to fully understand the clients that we're working for. And we only work for clients that we believe in, but part of that is, I mean, consulting with them, having meetings as the year goes on. We have clients that book over a year in advance, so we can really, really hone in and focus on the planning. And one part of that is curating and writing our very own script. I mean, we do all of our own item descriptions. We write a really thoughtful paddle raise. We just want it to be very authentic and personal.
Uh huh. Okay. Well, see, I just didn't understand what that meant because me, on any of the ones that I ever done, I always thought, you just go and you sell and you gather up money and you're done at the end of the night and you go. So I treated it like a car auction. I never did,
Yeah.
and maybe that's why I never was really asked to do very many of them because I treated it more like a car auction than I for uh, did did for the cause of the whole thing. It's just like I had this gentleman that went to the Catholic school there in Parker as you're coming down from my house on East Pine Road, and I met him at a golf Calcutta one time, and he said, "Hey, would you do our school charity fundraiser?" I said, "Sure, be more than happy to." So I did it for 4 or 5 years. I mean, they called us every year, and then he moved, and they brought me into the office, and they said, "Hey, we're doing a theme this year, and it's your favorite movie theme, and we want you to dress as your favorite movie theme." And I was like, "You want me to dress up as a movie, something in my favorite movie?" I said, "I'm just the auctioneer. That's what I." And you could just see that I had turned him off. I just, instead of following along with him, I was pushing against him, and I thought, why do I have to do that? You're hiring me to raise money. I'm the guy that gets you the money. Why do I have to dress up as my favorite movie theme? And boy, how that one hurt me because the next year they never called me back, and I never have done that sale since, you know. But I mean, and I take that personally now that I didn't follow along. I understand that, so I can see what you're talking about the script and really throwing yourself in and getting to know the charity and getting so you can talk about it, you can act about it. And you said such a key word a minute ago, that how can you get people to act on it if you don't know what it's about? You know, and it's so true. And thank you for clarifying that for me and making me see. You just taught me something, and I'm old. I'm really old. I forget my name every once in a while. I have it on my belt, and I have to look on my belt there. So if you're at the auction, you see me take my belt off, don't think I'm getting naked or anything like that. I'm just trying to remember what my name is. Okay, that's all
I'll
it is.
turn a blind eye. I'll turn a blind eye.
But no, kudos for you. Thank you so much. That really helped me out because I never thought of it that way. I really didn't. I never thought of it that way, and that's so business smart and business savvy that you guys do that. So now I understand for sure, guaranteed. But you know what? It's 7:41, and what I kind of like to do right now is give us a break for a second. Maybe you want to get yourself a shot of tequila or something like that, or
Jeff,
Guinness.
it's a Wednesday.
Guinness. Maybe you want to get some Guinness, okay?
Oh my, you go on one trip to Ireland
Yeah.
and you never let it down.
But it's the pictures that you posted. Every picture had.
I think that was Photoshop. That could
Yeah,
have been me.
you think so? It was you, but it was a Photoshop Guinness in your hand, wasn't it?
It must have been.
Are you
I
pleading
don't
the fifth?
recall. I don't recall having one Guinness.
You're pleading the
That's
fifth.
probably
That's
because
all.
I had too many.
That's because maybe your mom and dad's listening. I understand. I won't say it anymore. I won't say anything else, okay? I won't say anything else. But I tell you what, a long time ago, I wrote a song about you, and you've heard it, but nobody else has ever heard it. And it kind of just sat in my library of songs. And then the other day, when I was writing a song for your sister, I said, "Oh, by the way, here's Riley's song if you haven't heard it." Well, I guess that she loved it so much, she sent it through your family network of chain, right, or something like that.
She did. She did indeed.
Well, that's what we're going to play for our folks here on Pedal to the Metal Motors and Music. Guys, we'll be right back. This is called The Best Woman in the Game. It's about my sister, Riley Behr. We'll be right back here.
She walks in the room with her microphone in her hand, confidence shining. She's in high demand, from galas to banquets or auto auction lanes. The bids start to climb. Riley's the name. She's the auctioneer lady with a whole lot of sass, breaking down barriers, moving fast. If you got money to raise, better give her a call. She'll get the job done. She can handle it all. She knows her craft, she studied the game, flying from city to city, building a name. Men step aside when she's running the show, with fire in her voice, watch the girls gavel go. She's the auctioneer lady with a whole lot of sass, breaking down barriers, moving fast. If you got money to raise, better give her a call. She'll get the job done. She can handle it all. is something that lasts. If you got money to raise, she's the one you should trust. Riley's the auctioneer lady. Oh, she's one of us.
There you go. The best woman in the game, Riley
Oh.
Behr.
Jeff, every time I hear that, it gives me goosebumps. I wish you could see my face. My cheeks hurt from smiling. I've never had anyone do something so kind, so nice, and something that I'll have forever.
Well, I appreciate that. Did I ever email it to you? I think I just gave it to you
Got it
on.
over text. I've got
Yeah.
it saved.
Well, we need to email it to you because sooner or later the text will go away. I'm surprised you still have it, but we need to make sure that we email that to you, and I'll do that on Tuesday. We'll just while we're talking, and I'll just email it to you right faster than you'll have it, and you can utilize it because see from a text, if you ever wanted to use that in anything for any reason, you can't use the text because the fact is it Suno won't allow you to do that. But if you download it onto your hard drive and put it on from an email or something, then you can use it in anything. You can put it on something for if you decided you wanted to play it at a benefit or something like that. I mean,
Well, if I'm thinking it needs to go over my next sizzle reel,
there you go. Why not? Why not?
and it'll say, by Jeff Roller Richards.
No, I don't need no credit. I don't need the credit. I just want you to have a good song and enjoy it. That's all I want. And the same way with your
We're a
sister.
duo. We're peanut butter and jelly, you and me.
We're like peas and carrots. You know what I mean? Peas and carrots for sure.
You're the jelly because you've got a head the size of a grape.
I don't. I got to sit here and ponder on that one for a minute. I'm not really sure what how to think about that right there. But
I'm the peanut butter because I'm a little nutty.
yeah, you are a little nutty. You are. You are. But you're my kind of nutty. I'll guarantee you that right now. You
We're
really
cut from
are.
the same cloth.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So, what, what, how many auctions are you doing this now? A year?
Oh, between 40 and 50 fundraisers a year, which is such a blessing. I'm so grateful. And as you know, it ebbs and it flows.
Right.
Busy fall, busy spring, slows down in the winter. So I get to enjoy the holidays with my family. Summer, I've still got auctions coming in, but I get to enjoy the summer, the weather, be outside with my little nephew. So I mean, I really couldn't have it any better. I'm so blessed.
Well, that's good. That's good. Now you have taken and now you've joined the association, okay? And you're
Yeah.
one of the new members of the association. And I talked pretty heavily about the association for a lot of years because of the fact is I didn't think because I was just an auctioneer for cars that the association was going to do me any good for any reason, shapes, or form. And I didn't like the way that some of the stuff was being handled in the association and stuff. Now we have all this new blood coming in, these youngsters coming in the game, and everybody's really young. We got Chris Miller, we got Trent Holsworth, we got you, we got who else is some of the young people that's in there now?
Jess Neiswanger, we have TC Johnson,
Uh huh.
Haley is on the board, which I think has been a really, really good thing. I'm excited about this year's convention. My sister, she's spearheading it, and I mean, I, I don't know how that girl sleeps. It's going to be a good one. And Jeff, I'm expecting to see you there.
I'm gonna be there. No, I'm telling you. I promise you. I promise you, I promised Sissy that I was gonna, and cause Sissy for every year she'd like, okay, you owe me $100, come on, join, and I was like, no, I'm not gonna join this year. I'm just not gonna do it, and I was being a really horse's ass, and I should have just kept supporting it. If how I look at it now, if I didn't like the way it was being ran back then, why didn't I get in there and do something about it? Why didn't I join? and become a member of the board. Well, I'm just not that kind of a guy, I guess, number one. But uh, I'm just so happy that this young blood is in there because we bring a fresh idea to the association, which it definitely, because I think they get stale after a while. You have the
Yeah.
same people in there all the time. We've had auctioneers in there that's really never did an auction in their life. And they're
Well, and you got four car auctioneers on
yeah,
the board now, which
yeah,
is, I mean, a third of us.
and that's amazing because like I told Sissy the other night, at one time I felt my personal feeling was that the car auctioneers really weren't liked very much because we made a good check. We come in like you said earlier. We worked that day and we left. We didn't put no time into anything. We just gathered up a check and we had another one the next day and the next day and the next day and everybody that's working hard in the auction business they might have an auction a month because they're so busy trying to catalog it and do everything like that. And I always just felt that the car auctioneers were not really liked as much uh, as they should have been because still we're auctioneers.
Well, and I think, for me, it breaks my heart hearing that. I know for myself, the association, it's been such a wonderful thing for me. I've met so many people that I wouldn't have met otherwise that have been such a special part of my life, and become friends that, I really do believe they'll be lifelong friends.
Uh huh.
Todd Natali is one of them. I don't think I ever would have met Todd if it wasn't for the association. And I think he is just the funniest, coolest guy. And we get to serve on the board together, and I could name, so many others. And I just want my car friends. I want my buddies there. I want it to be a family reunion every year. I want it to, feel fun, and I want the camaraderie and us to all be together enjoying our time because we share a passion. We have something so unique in common.
Right.
And
Exactly.
so that's my dream. I want everyone to get together. I want it to be a family reunion. That's it. I don't want drama. I don't want, this, that, and the, I just want it to be a fun time for everyone.
And I think that's good. I think you're getting some good speakers coming in. Uh,
Hmm.
I think you guys are getting some good educational classes coming in. I think you guys have bannered. I've heard some of the arguments and stuff that you guys get in your meetings and stuff like that, and the passion that people have, and you changed a thing that I was really happy for, is on the judging of the contest, where 40% of the contest was made on uh, you know, the interview. And I thought that was way too much. And you guys have got that down now to what, 20% or 25?
25, and I think just hearing the feed, it's really important. We stepped in, and Scott too,
Yeah,
but we stepped into the board and we thought, we want to grow our membership. We want this to be a successful convention for our association. We want it to be fun. We want it to be educational. Haley's really spearheaded this convention. I mean, she's a rock star. But when Scott brought that up, and Chris shared, additional feedback,
uh-huh.
we're like, we have to consider this as a board. Like, we have to agree that this is something that, if this is scaring people away from competing in the contest or coming to our convention, why wouldn't we take this into consideration and make some changes? We have to appease the majority of our membership. And so, I was really grateful that that was a thoughtful discussion that we had, and we chose to move forward in what I believe was the right direction.
Right. Well, I think you guys are definitely going the right direction because I can just feel it because number one, it's given me a passion to number one be at the contests and help support the contest. And I mean, I'm never going to be one that's going to be on the board. I'm just going to be honest with you. That's not my cup of tea. I don't have time to do that. And I mean, I say I don't have time. I would have time, but I don't want to do that. Okay. And for you folks that are doing that and taking the time out of your busy days and making that more passionate for all of us. I thank you for doing that. I really do. I think it's a good deal because back in when I first became an auctioneer, and first moved to Colorado, I joined the association right away, and
Mm-hmm.
I won the Troy Welton Award the first time I ever went to the contest, and that was your first timers deal, and uh, I thought, well, this is pretty cool, but I just I don't know, I always went to the contest to find jobs. I went there to the contest to find me work, not to chase the contest. I mean, Kenny Holsworth and
Right.
we were always in the contest there at the beginning, and I always went to find work, and I did. I found work every time I went, and that the contest did exactly what it did for me. I'm not one that's going to want to go to the Capitol. I could care less about going to the Capitol because number one, I'm going to speak something and say something to somebody that doesn't fit right, and I'm just not that. I don't have a
Right.
filter. I don't have that filter. Okay, I just don't. I
I
don't
never
care.
knew that about you. I
Yeah.
never knew that.
Oh yeah. I don't care. I don't care. I really don't care. I say what I mean, and that's why I used to get put in Facebook jail all the time. I mean, I was in Facebook jail more than Gotti was in prison. I guarantee. They could have life sentenced me. They would have done it. In fact, there's a couple times I thought I was going to get a life sentence. I really did. But uh, I just
Justice for Jeff.
yeah,
Justice for Jeff.
justice for Jeff. Exactly right. So if I'm passionate about something, I speak about it. And I don't care.
Yeah.
I really don't care. But that's
No,
just me.
I'm glad that you've shared your thoughts, and obviously we've discussed this, at the auction in private, and
Right.
I mean I really do value it. I do. I hear all these guys used to come, and oh, it was such a good time, and I agree with you. It should be a networking opportunity. For especially for those young guns coming. I'm so grateful we've implemented that partnership with the FFA.
Yes.
I mean, I on Friday night I'm working with two FFA kids, and I'm so excited, for that partnership we've built and how it's introducing our industry to kids that may not otherwise even think to pursue it or invest any of their time in it. So it's been incredibly fruitful, and I completely agree. I think it should be a networking opportunity, it should be educational, and it should be fun. None of the politics, none of the drama. Of course, there's going to be, you know, certain things that people don't like, but that's what a board's for. You go and you voice your concerns, and we aim to do the best that we can for the membership. And so I think the tides are turning in a really, really good way. It's a good thing.
Right. Exactly. And I don't know. Can we announce? I mean, I don't know all of them, but I've heard of a couple of them guest speakers that are going to be at the association this year.
Yeah, I mean, you can announce. I think I know who you're going to announce,
Go ahead.
but it's been posted. I think you're free. We are going to have the famous, the incredible Ralph Wade
Oh
there
God.
with us,
How,
which is just it feels like a dream. Pinch me. So I'm so excited.
when is he going to speak?
We're still finalizing the schedule of, when everyone will speak. Convention is Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Uh huh.
And so, he'll be in likely that Friday, Saturday window. I'm sure he'll have, time slots each day. He's got a lot to share, and an abundance of knowledge. So we want to make sure that we give everyone the opportunity to come and hear from such a legend.
He is a legend. I guarantee you what, he really is. I mean, I was so excited to, and I don't know who was responsible for finally getting him in here, but that
Riley
was,
Behr.
she's amazing. I mean, that is amazing. I mean, that's when you start pulling people like Ralph Wade into
Yeah.
your auction, association to speak,
Yeah.
you've done a hell of a job, and
Yeah, that
congratulations, Haley.
girl, that girl won't rest. And once she has something on her mind, she won't rest until it happens. So yeah, I mean, she's really done an amazing job spearheading this convention. Scott came with great ideas as far as the contest goes. And so, I mean, I think we're looking at something pretty exceptional this year as far as convention goes. So I'm elated that I know that two of my good buddies, well, three, including Scott, from my Tuesday sale are going to be there. My heart is just swollen, Jeff.
Well,
Beating out of my chest. I'm
I'm gonna
so
be there.
happy.
I'll be sitting in the back of the room, but I'll definitely be there for sure. I'll guarantee you that. But so, what are some of your passions that you want? And we only have a few more questions, okay? I don't want to keep you up late because I know you're a youngster and you don't stay up a lot. You go to bed early and stuff like that, and you got to work tomorrow, and some of us don't. And but what are some of the passions that you want to try to achieve as a member of the association?
Yeah, I want to cultivate more educational opportunities that hit a variety of I mean, we have so many different facets of the industry, and I want to make sure that we can continue and help people grow in their knowledge, no matter what facet of the industry they're in.
Right.
That's I my biggest passion within the association right now is this FFA partnership. I think the longevity, the fruitfulness of this as we continue on is huge for our industry. Bringing these youngsters in. I mean, I was 19 when I went to auction school. I had no idea what an auctioneer was. I mean, I
Uh-huh.
had no. I had never been to an auction in my life. My uncle Paul, God bless him, lived out in Colorado, and so I had gone to his wedding, but I didn't know what my uncle Paul did. I grew
Uh-huh.
up in Iowa, um, and what he created, the legacy he built. I mean, it's just incredible. So I just want to do what I can to carry that forward. My uncle Paul has a servant's heart. He is a servant of this industry, and if I can do a quarter of what he's done, I would be so happy. I don't think I could ever measure up to my uncle Paul C, but again, if I could just do a quarter of what he did and help that younger generation, I'd be so happy. So that partnership is really what has me excited and what I'm looking to in the future.
Right. Were you ever involved in the FFA, being from Iowa?
No, so funny you ask. I was in it one year. I joined because I thought one of the boys that was in the FFA was
Here we go, the boys.
really
Here we
cute.
go. Here we
But
go, the
Jeff,
boys.
I'm real picky. I love a good outfit,
I know.
and that strange little pencil skirt, those little freaky clackety heels, and the corduroy jacket. I couldn't do it. I wasn't brave enough.
Uh huh.
I wasn't. It lasted one year, and I'll tell you, Jeff. I mean, I grew up in Iowa, small town Iowa. We moved later to the suburbs, but I mean, I am no farm girl. I am a sad excuse for a farm girl.
That's it. Well, I mean, hey, I ain't no farmer either. I ain't no farm boy, so that's okay. I mean, when
I
I
like
bought this
ice in
house,
my coffee. I like
yeah,
having my nails done.
yeah. Well, I don't like having my nails done, but I like my coffee in the morning now. I'll
Hey,
tell you that right
we'll
now.
go sometime. We'll get a pedicure.
No, 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 no. But I'll go have a coffee while you're getting a pedicure. I mean, I'll stand guard at the door or something like that. It don't matter to me. But I'll have a coffee while you're getting a pedicure for sure. I'll do that with no problem.
I think one day I'll be able to twist your arm.
I
I think
don't
I'll be able
think
to
you'll
get you.
ever be able
If
to
you're
do.
forgetting your name, I think that day's coming sooner
What?
than you think.
Who are you talking to? Me? Who is this? Who am I talking to? What am I doing in this basement? I don't. What am I? Who is this? Hello? Well, I'm
Are
lost.
we live?
Are
Are we
we
live?
live? Is this a? Wait, what's going on here? When's Jeopardy on? I don't know. Oh, sister, I tell you what. There's one question at the end of the night that I ask everybody. Some people fire back and answer right away. Some people are like, wow, I've never had this question asked before. And so, I ask it of everybody because I'm curious. At the end of the day, when you hang up your microphone and you're done with the auction business, what do you want to be remembered as?
I want to be remembered as a faithful servant of Christ.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah. I you know, you hear the saying that people don't remember what you said, they don't remember what you did, but they always remember how you made them feel. And I know that there's been times in my walk where maybe I wasn't my best self. You should see me behind the wheel of a car. I'm certainly not my best self.
I've seen you
Um,
drive.
but
I know what you're talking about.
I'm a road rager, but
Yes.
I want to make people feel seen. I want to make people feel loved. And, as I continue to grow in my faith, I feel that love encompassing my heart more and more. And so I just hope that I can be a good and faithful servant.
Right. Have you always had the faith? Were you raised with the faith? Is that something that your mom and dad instilled in you as a young person?
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. I mean, my parents were both believers. They have beautiful, beautiful testimonies.
Uh-huh.
Especially my mom. Her testimony is incredible, and I won't share that. Not my place. But say your prayers, say your positives. But we were kind of a CEO family, a Christmas and Easter only family. Um, and so I didn't understand a lot of it. I had kind of a shallow belief, like, okay, yeah, I believe, but I didn't understand my belief. And
Uh-huh.
I moved out here, and little by little, he continued to show up in my life, and I wanted something deeper. I wanted to understand my purpose, and once I drew near to him, he drew even nearer to me, and so it's been the best part of my life is growing closer to God, and I see how he shows up, and how he's blessed me again beyond what I deserve. But through the people, through the opportunities, he just continues to show up, and I'm so grateful that I get to pursue him.
Well, that's pretty cool. That even kind of brought a little tear to my eye that you said that. I was really that made me really feel good. I mean, that I even love you even more now. I really do. That is such a don't take this wrong. That's such a grown up answer. I mean, it's just such a worldly somebody that's been around for a long time that understands what life's about, and understands what it is about life, what the true meaning of life is, and you've got it. So, congratulations, sis. I love you.
Jeff, I love you to bits. You're my brother in Christ forever.
Guaranteed. I promise you, you can't get rid of me because I'm part of the family.
I can run, but I can't
Yeah,
hide.
I'll catch you. I'll catch you for sure. I'm pretty fast. I got new tinnies make me run fast.
You know what? I know you're fast. I can attest to it
Oh no.
because you're like Flash throwing those chairs into my lane. I
And
never see him coming.
I don't know what you're talking about. I really don't. I'm a little upset now. I thought we had a bonding moment here over the show, but I'm upset that you're still believing that it's me. I don't understand. I really don't. But I love you, and I will see you on Tuesday, and you just have a great weekend. You got anything planned for the weekend?
3 fundraisers.
Whoa, go girlfriend! Where
Boom,
at?
boom, boom.
Here in Colorado?
Fundraising season, we are so back. Oh yeah, here in Colorado, which is great. I don't have to fly anywhere, but yeah, we're so back. I'm excited. The downtime's great, but it makes you hungry and ready for that busy season to pick up. So it's here, and I'm pumped up. But Jeff, I can't thank you enough for asking me to come on, for having this wonderful conversation. I love every Tuesday that I get to spend with you. I'm so grateful that you've been placed in my life. You've absolutely changed my life more than I could ever express. And so I just love you to bits. You are the best of the best. They just don't come better.
Thank you, baby. I love you. I'll talk
I
to you.
love you.
I'll talk to you soon.
Bye, Jeff.
Bye bye. Wow. We'll be right back.
Made a move, no excuse. Hands up when I walk in the room. Chain of events, one spark. Now the whole floor's shaking loose. Pocket full of yes, and a stare that cuts through steel. You can look me dead in the face, still you know the way I feel. Step by step, feel that pressure rise. One word left, and it cuts the ties. Who got the power? Who got the power? I got the power, I got the power. Watch it all bow down. Who got the power? Oh, who got the power? Oh, I got the power, I got days they hoped I'd break. Every scar like gold, every loss turned into flame. Now they want a piece of the shine, but they never learned my name. Step by step, feel that pressure rise. One word left, and it cuts the ties. Who got the power? Ooh, who got the power? Oh, I got the power, I got the power. Watch it all bow down. Who got the power? Ooh, who got the power? Hey, I got the power, I got the power. Say it out loud now. Hands on the crown, I've been there. Fell down hard, came back bare. Now I stand where the fear ends. You can't fake what the fire made. Who got the power? Who got the power? I got the power, I got the power. Watch it all bow down. Who got the power? I got the power, I got the power. Say it out loud now.
You're listening to Pedal to the Metal. Motors and music. Where the engines are loud and the music hits just as hard. Classic cars, hot rods, monster trucks, and the stories behind the builds. Mixed with the music that fuels the ride. From the show field to the arena floor, we bring you the horsepower and the center to match. Stick around, we got more coming your way. But first, a word from our sponsors.
Hey, Pueblo, Colorado! Shine 'em up and roll 'em out!
The streets are coming alive for the fiesta at Mercado. Motors, truck, bike, and car show. Saturday, September 12th, 2026. From noon till 5 at Mercado Motors. 2834 Lake Avenue in Pueblo. Bring the whole family out for an afternoon packed with lowriders, hot rods, classic cars, trucks, motorcycles, SUVs, and those beautiful lowrider bikes. Enjoy live entertainment, food vendors, family activities, mechanical bull, kids area, raffles, trophies, and non-stop fun. Chrome will shine, engines will rumble, and Pueblo will celebrate car culture the way it was meant to be. The Fiesta at Mercado Motors Truck, Bike, and Car Show. Saturday, September 12th, noon to 5. Don't just hear about it. Be there!
Hey, lug nuts, need a pick-me-up to start your day. There's a place in Parker that'll get you going. Rise and Grind Coffee has bold espresso, strong coffee, smooth lattes plus chai tea. decaf, whatever you're in the mood for. Hungry, grab a hot breakfast burrito or a fresh muffin, quick, simple, and ready to roll. Got something coming up, any event or party you're planning, they've got a portable coffee cart that brings the coffee right to you. Fresh drinks served on site. Local spot, good coffee, good people. Rise and grind, coffee fueling your day, one cup at a time. Let's take a look at our new partner, 6'9" Graphics and Design. A small design and marketing company, big on personalized release. They work closely with you to get your business noticed, with graphics that stand out and grab attention. 6'9" Graphics and Design specializes in stickers, decals, and graphics for your hot rods, custom projects, so business marketing. They also offer logo design, brochure signs, business cards, banners, custom apparel, vehicle graphics, and much more. Remember, that's 6'9" Graphics and Design. Visit 69design.com or find them on Instagram at 69design.
And now, we return to pedal to the metal. Motors and music. With your host, Roller.
Okay, we're back, guys. We're back, and I'll tell you what, we've only had a couple of little incidences where the power cut out, so that's pretty cool. I was really worried about tonight. I thought for sure that we were going to have some amazing problems and stuff here, but it's working out good. So this next song here is called "The Jukebox Knows My Name." We'll be right back here on Pedal to the Metal, Motors and Music.
That old neon sign starts humming every night, while lonely hearts drifting beneath its light. The bartender smiles, says the usual, I suppose, 'cause some things never change, and everybody knows. I don't have to ask for the song that I came to find. Before I drop a quarter, it's already on my mind. The jukebox knows my name, every crack that's in this heart, every ounce of hurt and pain. It knows the songs I played when she was mine, and the ones that helped me leave those memories behind. It's heard every prayer I whispered through the tears I couldn't hide when nobody else could understand. It stayed right by my side. I've changed with every passing year, but one thing stays the same. No matter where this road leads me, the jukebox knows my name. It played our first slow dance on a Saturday night, then a lonely goodbye beneath those Friday lights. I've watched young lovers laugh where we once stood, praying they'll hold on longer than we ever could. Funny how an old machine of wood and steel can somehow know exactly how a broken heart can feel. The jukebox knows my name, every crack that's in this heart, every ounce of hurt and pain. It knows the songs I played when she was mine, and the ones that helped me leave those memories behind. It's heard every prayer I whispered through the tears I couldn't hide when nobody else could understand. It stayed right by my side. I've changed with every passing year, but one thing stays the same. No matter where this road leads me, the jukebox knows my name. Someday these hands won't drop another dime. Someone else will stand here trying to outrun time. Maybe they'll hear an old country song, wonder who kept playing it all night long. If these walls could talk, I think they'd quietly say he loved with all he had, and he never walked away. The jukebox knows my name, not because I'm famous, but because I came. Through every high and low, every smile and every scar, it carried pieces of my soul inside, 6 strings and no guitars. If heaven has a corner where the country music plays, I hope there's one old jukebox there, remembering my days until I hear those angels call and they write my final page. The jukebox knows my heart, the jukebox knows my soul. The jukebox knows my name. Some folks leave behind money, some leave behind trophies. Me, I just hope somebody remembers the songs. And the man who believed, every one of them.
Born beneath an Oklahoma sky, a guitar and a dream in a young man's eyes. Worked the oil fields, earned every dime. The Nashville came calling right on time. He rode in singing, should have been a cowboy, and the whole world knew that Oklahoma boy. From honky-tonks to sold-out nights, he lived his dreams
beneath the lights. He sang about America and small town pride, about family faith and the cowboy life. He'd raise a glass, said, "I love this bar," then drive us all a little farther. He gave his heart in every show, from the Grand Ole Opry to the USO. Though he's gone, his music won't be gone too long. Toby Keith left us a country song. He stood beside the men in uniform through desert nights and every storm. An American soldier knew he cared, because Toby was always there. He'd take us on an American ride with laughter and tears side by side. Sometimes he'd sing a beer for my horses, sometimes he'd make the whole room smile. He never forgot where he came from, an Oklahoma heart through and through. He'd laugh out loud with a red Solo cup and tell the truth like only he could do. Still as good as I once was, he'd grin with that cowboy spark still shining within. He lived life loud, he lived life free, and left that spirit here for you and me. He fought his final battle with courage and grace, never letting life erase that smile upon his face. He reminded us all, no matter how hard life gets, don't let the old man in. So raise your hat beneath the stars, turn his music up in every car. From how do you like me now, to the songs we're singing now, his Oklahoma heart still beats. Anywhere a country radio speaks. Legends never really say goodbye, they just keep riding across the sky. Thank you, Toby, for the songs, the laughter, the patriotism, the love of America, and for never forgetting where you came from. Your voice may be quiet now, but your music will live forever. Back in the early days, a Texas boy with a dream, Willie bought him a guitar with a voice like kerosene. Through the smoke-filled bars and the neon nights, they found their sound beneath those honky-tonk lights. That old guitar was more than wood and wire. It carried every heartbreak, every flame of his fire. They rode them highways, coast to coast, played for the drifters, the lost, and the folks he loved most. On every tour bus rolling through the dawn, that faithful old guitar kept strumming along. Hit after hit, song after song, Willie and that guitar proved each other strong. So who's gonna play Willie's guitar when he's gone? Who's gonna carry those memories on? Will it rest in a museum shining under soft lights, or hanging Hard Rock Cafe, a treasure of those nights? Or will some young dreamer with a heart full of scars be the one to play Willie's guitar? It took a beating, got busted, but never gave in. Just like Willie through the losses and the wins, that old guitar knows every story by heart, every tear, every laugh, every humble star. Some say it's magic, some say it's fate, but it's Willie and that guitar that made the legends they made. Maybe it'll rest in a hall where the great ones stay. Maybe Hard Rock will proudly give it its place. Or maybe it'll find a kid on a porch somewhere, picking old songs on a summer night there. Whoever holds it better know who they are, 'cause they'll be playing more than strings on a scarred-up guitar. So who's gonna play Willie's guitar when he's gone? Who'll keep that outlaw spirit living on? Whether it's behind velvet rope or in a young troubadour's arms, someone's gonna feel that magic charm, yeah. Long as the world still loves a country star, someone's gonna play Willie's guitar.
Down in Marshville, Carolina, red dirt roads and a mill run down. A skinny kid with a stubborn streak, more fire in his heart than words he'd speak. His daddy said, boy, you sing that song, but the road ahead was rough and long. Honky-tonk lights and trouble too, a restless soul with nothing to lose. But somewhere in that Carolina night, a barroom stage held a little light. A deep young voice from a broken past, singing old country songs that were built to last. From small town bars to a neon sign that would someday read Randy Travis' name. Just a country boy the world would know, with a voice God gave and a long road to go. He ran wild through his teenage years, county lines and a trail of tears, jailhouse walls and a broken plan. Life can humble a wild young man. Then a woman heard that mountain sound, said, son, that voice could turn this world around. So she took a chance and changed his way, and put that young man on a stage. And somewhere Carolina night, a barroom stage held a little light. A deep young voice from a broken past, singing old country songs that were built to last. From small town bars to a neon sign that would someday read Randy Travis' name. Just a country boy the world would know, with a voice God gave and a long road to go. Then came songs the whole world knew, crosses telling the truth, digging up bones on the radio waves forever and ever, aiming the promise he gave. That deep voice echoing all around, country music's true Nashville sound. From honky-tonk floors to the Opry stage, those songs would live through every age. Sometimes the road gets dark and steep before the Lord gives the dream you keep. But a voice like that was meant to rise from Carolina dust to Nashville skies. From the Opry lights to a million hearts, those country songs became an art. But life can turn like a sudden wind and test the soul of any man. One summer day that strong voice broke, a Nashville legend struck by stroke. And for a while the music slowed on that long and winding road. Yeah, somewhere in that Carolina night, a barroom stage held a little light. A deep young voice from a broken past, singing old country songs that were built to last. From honky-tonk floors to the Opry show, the Carolina boy let the whole world know. Even when the singing had to slow, the world still heard that country soul. Marshville wind still whispers his name, a country voice that rose from pain. Sometimes God writes a different plan, but Randy's songs will live forever and ever, amen.
Bought him from a buddy just 3 miles down the road. 45 years behind me, got my own heavy load. Gave myself a present, chrome and rust and soul. A 58 Apache, I call him Geronimo. Twin turbos breathing fire, that 4.8 sings mean. 650 horses rumbling, shaking up the scene. That old patina paint looks like war paint in the sun. Every dance a story, every miles is a battle he won. Geronimo, ride with me tonight through the dust and thunder by the pale moonlight. Got a Pabst Blue Ribbon shifter and a heavy ride toe. Hear them turbos war cry, scream, they sound like Geronimo. Aluminum wheel in my hands, wind in my hair. Ghosts of the plains still whisper in the air. He was an Apache, born and proud Indian chief. And when that turbo whistles, he's still shouting that war cry, scream, Geronimo, ride with me tonight through the dust and thunder by the pale moonlight. Got a Pabst Blue Ribbon shifter and a heavy ride toe. Hear the war cry, scream of Geronimo. From the canyon to the fairgrounds, every road's the same. You can feel that old chief's power running in its veins. It ain't just a truck, it's a soul on the go. A warrior reborn by the name of Geronimo. So if you see us rolling, better clear the way. Old metal and spirit still have their say. Stampede of thunder, buffalo, where the wild winds blow. That's me and my brother, a
50th Apache called Geronimo. There was a time in Texas when the parking lot stayed full. Pickup trucks lined shoulder to shoulder under that Pasadena moon. Cowboys pushed through swinging doors where the beer was cold as rain, and a voice cut through the cigarette smoke, singing straight into your pain. He never chased the spotlight like some names still do today, but every jukebox in America had Mickey Gilley playing. A room full of roses, city lights and blue, and somewhere hearts were falling to that old familiar tune. Yeah, the neon still glows at Gilley's, even if the world moved on. You can still hear Texas two-steps in those old urban cowboy songs. Mechanical bulls and broken hearts, boot heels crossing sawdust floors. Mickey gave a generation something worth remembering for. And country music ought to say his name a little louder than before. Nowadays the young ones may not know the history, but there wouldn't be half these dance halls without his legacy. He made ordinary people feel like stars out on the floor. Just a Texas piano man who became something more. Some singers fade like shadows, some burn out too fast, but legends live forever when their songs outlive the past. Yeah, the neon still glows at Gilley's somewhere in the Texas night, and Mickey's still singing under every red bar light. From Pasadena to Nashville, his memory still rolls on. And country music's better because Mickey sang his songs.
Hey, truck fans and weekend cruisers! This Saturday, fire up those rides and head on over to Trucks and Screwdrivers at the Black Eyed Pea in Castle Rock. We're talking
Cool trucks, great people, good vibes, and an awesome Saturday morning hangout for truck lovers from all over Colorado. Grab yourself a $5 screwdriver. Dig into some incredible breakfast burritos, and participants get free giant cinnamon rolls. Bring your buddies, shine up that truck, and come spend the morning surrounded by horsepower, chrome, and good company. Trucks and screwdrivers. This Saturday at the Black Eyed Pea in Castle Rock. Don't miss it.
Okay, guys, remember, we're back. Remember, though, Trucks and Screwdrivers is not till the 8th of August, okay? That was my fault. I haven't changed that, but it's not till the 8th of August. And Justin Goulet's in here tonight, man, and I'll tell you what, if you guys have never been to a Trucks and Screwdrivers, you need to go down and check it out, man. It's just a cool event. Justin puts on a great event. His staff at the Black Eyed Pea are amazing people, and you gotta get a chicken fried steak with green chili, potatoes, scrambled eggs, and the works, man, because it's some good stuff, brother. I'm telling you, some good stuff. So make sure you go. Now, that's August the 8th. Trucks and Screwdrivers, the Black Eyed Pea in Castle Rock, Colorado. This next song up right here, ladies and gentlemen, is made after a friend of mine's Mercury. It's called Hot Rod Mercury, and it goes out to my buddy, Rhodey.
Out in the west where the custom boys work, they took old Mercuries and changed how they looked. Lower and longer, smooth and clean, turning those cars into rolling machines. Soon folks around town began to say a wild custom Mercury was headed their way. Friday night at the hamburger stand, jukebox playing that swinging band. Chevys and Fords parked side by side, kids hanging out for the Friday night ride. Burgers sizzling on the hot grill flame, teenagers laughing and calling out names. Here comes that 50 Mercury, long and low for the world to see. Chrome shining bright in the neon light, coolest ride rolling in tonight. Nobody talking, nobody making a sound, just that deep V8 rumbling around. When that 50 Mercury rolled in slow, every kid in Luther watched it glow. Chopped down roof and the body all smooth, one sleek cruiser built to move. French headlights glowing soft and bright, paint shining red in the diner lights. Milkshake melting while the crowd stood still, leaning on cars by the edge of the hill. Here comes that 50 Mercury, long and low for the world to see. Chrome shining bright in the neon light, coolest ride rolling in tonight. Nobody talking, nobody making a sound, just that deep V8 rumbling around. When that 50 Mercury rolled in slow, every kid in the lot watched it glow. Long smooth body shining like glass, rolling so slow as the Merc drove past. Chrome reflections lighting the street, every heartbeat skipped a beat. That 50 Mercury, cruising slow to history. Chrome and steel and rock and roll, custom car, heart and soul. Everybody watching as it rolled through town, coolest machine anyone had found. When that 50 Mercury rolled in slow, everybody knew it stole the show. Late that night at the hamburger stand, kids still talking, that machine so grand. Long and low as a car can be, that legendary 50 Mercury.
Neon flickers on the sidewalk, Memphis night alive. Boot steps echo down the pavement where the blues still thrive. From the days at theater to club handy's old stage glow, every corner's got a heartbeat from 100 years ago. I passed by Rum Boogie Cafe, hear a guitar cry, like a king of blues still bending notes that never die. And I swear I hear a piano rolling through the night, like Fats Domino's still playing somewhere out of sight. I'm walking with the legends on Bill tonight, where the past and the present collide in the light. Every doorway's got a story, every shadow's got a name, and the ghosts of the music still fan the flame. Yeah, I'm walking with the legends on Bill. They say a young man once walked here, quiet, watching every move, learn the soul of every rhythm, every Memphis groove. Elvis Presley found his fire in these midnight sounds. Now his echo rides the breeze when the sun goes down. I feel a Lucille crying in the humid air tonight. That sweet sting of 6 steel strings cutting through the night. You can hear B.B. King in every note that lingers on, like he never really left, just kept playing on. I'm walking with the legends on Bill tonight, where the past and the present collide in the light. From the stages to the sidewalks, every scar and stain still carries every chorus, every loss and gain. Yeah, I'm walking with the legends on Bill. Some are names in neon, some are carved in stone, some just live forever in a broken microphone. But they all come back when the night rolls in, and that old street starts to sing again. I'm walking with the legends on Bill tonight. Hear them laughing in the distance, just out of sight. Every step I take, I ain't alone at all. I can feel them in the rhythm of this southern call. Yeah, I'm walking with the legends on Bill. Just a man and a memory, and a street that never sleeps. She comes sliding out the shadows like a whisper in the night. Lipstick red, interior glowing underneath that devastator white. Houndstooth seats looking sweeter than a Sunday morning prayer. Air ride floating low and slow, babe. She's barely touching air. From Durham, North Carolina, yeah, the lady's born with southern sass. She's a 60 Impala, and every heartbeat in the parking lot beats fast. Oh, you can feel the hush, yeah, you can feel the crowd freeze. 'Cause everybody knows what's coming when they hear her engine breathe. Roxanne, the lady devastator, queen of chrome, the show's annihilator. She don't fight fair, hearts instead, with white paint shimmering and lipstick red. Oh, Roxanne, when her wheels hit the floor, it's all over but the crying. She walks off with the award. Roxanne, yeah, the diva of the show. Original to the bone, ain't a single faded dream. Billet wheels keep on smiling with those red line tires gleam. Got a 283 V8 singing like a choir from above. Power glides shifting smooth like she's making love. C5 brakes on her shoulders, but she never breaks a sweat. Every eye locks in her presence. It's a moment they won't forget. 'Cause when she eases through that gate, yeah, the others lose their crown. One look, one breath, one heartbeat, and the judges lay the pencils down. Roxanne, the lady devastator, queen of chrome, the show's annihilator. She don't fight fair, she steals hearts instead, with white paint shimmering and lipstick red. Oh, Roxanne, when her wheels hit the floor, it's all over but the crying. She walks off with the award. Roxanne, yeah, the diva of the show. She just ain't steel and chrome, she's history, fire and pride. She's the dream that keeps on driving with every mile she glides. And when that sun hits her body, Lord, the angels harmonize. 'Cause they know even in heaven ain't a car this fine. Roxanne, the lady devastator, she's a heartbreaker, a soul shaker, no imitator. Every man, every woman stops dead in their tracks. 'Cause ain't nobody topping that Impala from way back. Ooh, Roxanne, she ain't trying, she just glows. It's all over but the crying. Everybody knows Roxanne, forever the diva of the show. So bow down when she enters, 'cause legends never fade. Long live that white and red destroyer. Ooh, Roxanne, the lady devastator, born to take the stage.
All right, guys. Well, I'll tell you what, we had a good show tonight. I'd like to thank Riley Behr for being on the show. I thought it was a very good interview. It was great to hang out with her. I just, like I said, I absolutely love her. She's my little sister, and I wish her the best. And I look forward to to go and to sell some classic cars this weekend with my buddy Scott Goodhue. We're going to hang out in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. If you guys are wanting to get on the get online and watch the auction, you can go to classiccarauctiongroup.us. That's classiccarauctiongroup.us, and you can get on and you can watch the show, the whole auction. It's on Saturday. We're going to be live right there from Sioux Falls, and then I'll be back on Sunday. I'm not real sure if I'm going to do a show on Sunday or not. Just depends on how tired I am or whatever. We'll just have to see how the weekend goes. If we do a show, it's probably going to be maybe an hour long, maybe a little bit more, maybe like Rich's New Music Monday kind of deal. We'll just play some music and go on down the road. But, might even find somebody to talk on the show. So you never know about me. It just depends on how I feel. So you guys have a blessed week and a great weekend. Be safe out there. Hug the ones you love. And just enjoy, man. Enjoy life. That's what it is. We're only here for a short time. So make sure you enjoy every minute, every hour that you get in this world, because we're not guaranteed tomorrow for sure. This next song right here, and then we're going to go right out to the end of the show, is called Produce Stand Angel. We'll see you guys either Sunday or next Wednesday right here on Pedal to the Metal, Motors and Music.
Selling produce from a stand on a county road by the interstate line. All I've done since I was a boy was live this simple life of mine. Said we were slow that Sunday afternoon, so I sat with my back to the road, strumming on that old six string, singing songs I've always known. I was singing He Stopped Loving Her Today by old George Jones himself. Just a lonely tune for the open air and the tomatoes on the shelf. And I heard a voice like an angel, soft as a summer breeze. I turned around and there she stood, the most beautiful sight I'd ever seen. She said, keep on singing that old song. Your voice sounds like heaven to me. Somewhere between George Jones and Charlie Pride is where your heart ought to be. I almost gave up on love till the good Lord sent me your way. Now I believe in miracles at a little produce stand today. I set that six string down a moment, didn't know what I should say, but she smiled and said, please keep singing, don't let that music fade away. So I picked that old guitar back up, let the country music play, and somewhere between those old love songs I saw love back in her eyes that day. She said, keep on singing that old song. Your voice sounds like heaven to me.
and Charlie Pride is where your heart ought to be. I almost gave up on love till the good Lord sent me your way. Now I believe in miracles at a little produce stand today. She stayed around most of that afternoon while the sun moved low in the sky. Listened to every country tune like the words were written for her and I. When it came time for her to leave, she turned and softly said, "Can I stop by and see you again? 'Cause I think I'm in love instead with a produce stand singer on a quiet country road, where a six-string and a broken heart found a love it didn't know." She said, "Keep on singing those old songs. Your voice still sounds like heaven to me. Somewhere between George Jones and Charlie Pride is where your heart will always be. Now the Lord writes love stories in ways we never planned. Mine started with a country song at a roadside produce stand.
All right, everyone, that's going to wrap it up for this episode of Pedal to the Metal. I want to send out a huge thank you to each and every one of you for tuning in and supporting the show. I also want to thank all of our amazing sponsors. You're the ones that help keep the wheels turning, and we truly appreciate you. Be sure to join us every Wednesday and Sunday. We kick things off with music at 6 p.m. each night, and the full show starts at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Until next time, keep the pedal down, heads high, and we'll see you at the next show.